There we go. Hello, welcome to Not So Lonely Nights. I am your host, Eridon. Tonight we're going back to ReZero. One second though, because I had to, I was running a little late tonight getting, oh, that's not what I wanted. It's a little late, getting it set up, so I didn't get my main screen or my camera turned on as quickly as I would have liked. Okay. Alright, everything's set. There we go. So, so let's see. We left off. Where did we leave off exactly? Oh, we were chasing after the one princess. What was her name? Not Priscilla. Anastasia. We were chasing down Anastasia after she treated us to dinner or lunch and was using it to trick us into giving her information. Because Subaru doesn't know how to be quiet.
I'm grateful for the guards who are out on patrol here. I can run my business in peace.
Yeah, I talked to all the people here. Adjust my volume just a tiny bit. Alright.
Hey, hold on! We're not done! Anastasia?
What the heck?
You saved me, Natsuki. But...
What? What kind of a question is that, boy?
What?
As you can so plainly see, the villain has arrived on the scene.
Hey, Mean Cow. Oh, okay, so we've got like a jester villain. Ask Anastasia or just run? I'm thinking we make our escape because he's attacking us.
Anastasia, let's run away!
a wise decision. I doubt we'd fare well by ourselves. But where will we run? Did you have an escape route in mind?
Nope. We can figure it out along the way. Let's just get moving.
Yeah, there are lots of guards. What is your choice? Oh boy.
Why must we run like this?
It's my line. Running at full speed just after eating is rough. Wait, do I even need to run? Isn't this guy just targeting Anastasia?
I'm a priestess, so I'm not surprised there would be someone after me.
Oh, Mean Cow, I meant to ask, did you check on that, that thing from the other day? The code?
I also have many business rivals, so there's no end to the list of people who would want my head. But Natsuki, you wouldn't just abandon me, would you?
Damn, a certain someone's really rubbing off on me. Being so nice only gets me in trouble. So then, what should we do? If so many people have grudges against you, you must have countermeasures in place, right?
Of course. We should be able to meet with my private army soon. We just have to hold our own till then. So I'm in your hands, Natsuki.
Oh, she has a... she has a private army.
Yeah, leave it to me. Well, I say that, but I'm scared out of my mind here.
She said we meet up with her private army soon, but who knows just how soon that'd be. Who knows how quickly that masked freak would catch up to us if we just keep running around like this. I need to think of something. Intercepted the stall? Oh, I didn't...
What do I do?
Oh, I didn't have the second decision. I can only do one thing. I didn't get all the info I needed. If I recall, some stalls had wheels that can be moved around.
Block him with those portable stalls. That should at least slow him down a bit.
Just make sure I've passed through first. Whatever you do, don't obstruct my escape route.
Anastasia!
What's this all of a sudden?
Can we really rely on your private army? Wouldn't it be better to call in some guards or something? I doubt they would turn a blind eye to a priestess.
My private army is far more reliable than the guards posted around the city. However, I agree that they could provide some help. Anything of use should be taken advantage of, after all.
Right. In that case, we should hurry. Wait, what?
Would you look at that, Natsuki? Not a single guard in
Huh.
sight. It would be difficult to rely on them in this
There was a whole
case.
bunch of stuff about there being the market being extremely well patrolled and guards everywhere.
Regardless, let's hurry along, Natsuki. If we meet up with my army, they'll manage to help us out.
You're right that we should hurry, but aren't you worried that that masked guy will catch up to us if all we do is run around?
You're quite the worrier, Natsuki. But being cautious can be good. Okay then, question for you. What do you think we should do?
Another turning point. Oh. I only have one option.
I think...
Huh. It's really interesting to not actually have the options. I wonder what I missed.
This is just like I thought. We need to think of something else. He'll catch up to us at this rate.
In that case, why don't we hide our tracks?
Bab did not accept the sleep. Okay.
You mean like making a loud noise to make him think we went one way around a corner, but we actually go the other way?
That's right. We'll make it sound like we fled one way, but we'll double back and run in the opposite direction. Would that not buy us a little bit of time?
That's true. There's still a little ways to go, but we should be able to pull that off.
Keep this up and I'll catch you in no time, you know?
I mean, I'm assuming that they have been running the whole time.
That freak's really gaining on us. Keep running, Anastasia!
Alright. To the mission. He seems like a jester, so masks make sense. Alright, so... Alright. Have Anastasia escape to a specific point, fail if Anastasia is captured by the mysterious man or Subaru dies. I only got 2 briefing bonuses. Oh, there's a special ending if I die, and it loops back around. That's interesting. But let's try not to die. I'm gonna die. Buy time at the stall and set a trap.
To get away.
Let's see. Where is Anastasia, though? Can I see the map? Oh, there she is. Okay. Block the path.
Let's hurry.
Okay. Ran out of time running
Okay,
back.
Go left. Let's try escaping that way.
Nope.
I like how I just ran past him, though. Let's see.
Natsuki, make it seem like we fled to the right. I'm counting on you.
Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna go smash the boards. Yeah. She draws attention.
You think this can block me? Don't make me laugh.
Okay. He's tough. But it wasted his turn. Alright. So he should go the other way. So I should really just wait until she's through here, so I can block it off.
Isn't there anything I can do? If I look thoroughly enough, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't really think there's anything I need to do. Is there a way to end my turn? Do I just have to run until I run out of time?
Natsuki, could you move those stalls and block his path?
Got it, Anastasia. I'll use the stalls with wheels to block his path.
Yep. I need to wait. Oh! Oh crap. I was supposed to wait for him. I'm assuming if I talk to him, he'll kill me. So I'm not gonna do that.
Going left here is a faster way to meet up with my private army.
Oh my gosh. I need her to move just a little bit further. Alright. Alright, there we go. That'll protect her for a minute.
You think this can block?
Okay, that didn't take long. Hey Daniel Aaron. Oh, I wonder if I can delay him with these.
I'm counting on you, Natsuki.
Okay.
Whoa! Found a good spot to knock over some boxes.
Okay. Bam. Tiny blockade.
There's no way this would stop me!
Okay.
I'm counting on you.
I'm almost there.
Just a little further.
What's all this commotion? You there! What are you doing here, acting suspicious?
Oh crap, I meant to use it, not check it. Yep, I failed.
Hey, I caught up! That's no good. You need to run faster. Since I've caught up to you, I can't just
Well, we're
leave
dead now.
unscathed.
Anastasia!
Natsuki!
Not good. Not good at all. You can't just get in the way like that.
His mask changed.
The end result anyway.
Damn it, I was so close to having it on the first attempt.
Stop.
But I just hit the wrong option.
Getting closer to Anastasia.
What? You wanna fight?
No, Natsuki, you'll just get yourself killed!
I can't help it. My body's moving on its own. More importantly, go and call for help. I'll hold him off here.
Who knows, maybe I get helpful information by dying.
Anastasia, hurry!
Risking your life to protect some girl. How chivalrous. So cool. Not.
Wow, a not joke? This clown's living in the 90s.
No, my mind's fading.
Hold on, Natsuki. I'll bring someone right away.
Whoa, what's wrong? Don't cling to me like that. At least try to hold your own.
My strength is leaving
Yep.
me.
There we go, I'm dying.
Losing my vision. Is this where I die? Am I really going to die like this? Amelia. I'm sorry, Amelia.
This is the end, boy. I'll
He
put you
he knows he's gonna come back to life.
Don't worry. She'll be joining you soon. Now, die!
It's a great fight sequence. There we go.
What is this? Something red is spilling on the ground. Blood. Right. My head's been split open.
Ow.
Damn it. So long as Anastasia's safe, with my remaining willpower, I try extending my hand. But I can't move a single finger. My consciousness soon cuts out.
Okay. And we return. I can't speak. I know I should run, but I can't move. My knees are trembling. Did I return by death? I tried to protect Anastasia. And he killed me.
Where did I go wrong? What did I...
I think back on our attempted escape. There's gotta be another way.
Right now, we should be...
My mind's still hazy. I desperately try to remember my bearings. Looking ahead of me, I see Anastasia's back moving farther away. I guess this is right after we tried to regroup with Anastasia's bodyguards.
What's wrong? What's wrong? Calling it quits?
Mass figure chases after us from behind. He's only managing to catch up to me since I stopped for a second earlier.
Move! Move! I can't let him catch me like this! Come on, Lynx! Move!
Natsuki, don't just stand there.
She's not the head of a prominent trading company for nothing. Incredibly, her call to action stirs my body into
Thanks
motion.
for that. I'm fine now. I'll be right there, Anastasia!
I make my way towards
All right,
Anastasia.
Let's try this again. I'll get it right this time.
Okay.
What to do?
Okay. Block him there.
Let's hurry.
Run around him.
Okay, go left. Let's try escaping that way.
Nope.
Alrighty, now we get up this way.
Natsuki, make it seem like we fled to the right. I'm counting on you.
Wait until he destroys those first, I think.
You think this can block me?
Okay.
Natsuki,
Got it in.
Okay. I don't know which direction he's going. So I wonder if I should just
These
go
boxes
ahead.
are There's no way I'm not gonna use them.
Aha! Okay, so it goes that way. I wasn't sure which way the boxes fell. I like that his mask changes, though.
going left here is a faster way.
Yep. Okay, so he is just continuing this direction. Okay. Alright, she's through. Views. And I'll just run around.
You big biscuit!
Alright, knocking over some more boxes, whatever. That punch is just great.
Just a little further. Do your best, Natsuki.
There's no...
Yep. Destroy that. And now... use it! Don't check it. Where's that guard, by the way? Oh, I'm a turn ahead of what I was last time.
What's all this commotion? You there! What are you doing here acting suspicious?
I think I'll just wait.
You big biscuit!
Yeah. Smash that. And then I'll do this. I already passed through here. There's no point knocking this wood over now. Oh.
Alright, we're here.
You can rest easy now, Natsuki. Good work.
My lady, are you hurt?
Whoa.
I managed just fine.
Can we leave the rest to you?
You got it. You can count on me.
Leave it to Mimi, too!
I forgot her general or whatever is that cute little girl.
That weirdo disappeared! Turned tail and ran! Coward!
I recognize that voice.
He ran off in that direction a little bit ago.
We could give chase, but it would be difficult to catch up.
He sure was quick. This was supposed to be my time to shine.
Retreating was the correct option. The guards are also beginning to gather after hearing all the commotion.
He did just attack my lady in broad daylight after all.
Miss Anastasia, are you hurt?
I'm fine. You should really be more worried about Natsuki.
I'm okay. Just a few scratches is all. I don't know what would have happened if we caught up with each other any later, though.
Sorry about that. I thought we had our guard up, but that guy saw an opening and took it.
That's true. It was the exact moment my lady got lost in the crowd. I don't want to believe it, but the only plausible explanation is that he knew about all our movements. His retreat was executed perfectly, too. He's quite the skilled opponent.
And what could this foe want with me? Any ideas, Natsuki?
Judging by how he was talking, I don't think he's doing this just for fun. He seemed to know about the royal selection, so maybe he's some sort of dissenter.
Most likely. How scary. I would have been in quite a lot of trouble if you hadn't been there.
Well, we've just earned a friend.
Well then, please do be careful. We'll be distributing wanted posters for that scoundrel at each guard station.
Thanks. We'll protect my lady, so don't you worry about us.
Thank you again for earlier, Natsuki.
I'm the one who should be thanking you. I really didn't do much.
Aw, come on. Don't be so modest. My lady was saved thanks to you.
Mimi is Megumin from Konosuba. Wait, but I didn't watch Konosuba in English.
Name's Ricardo. Nice to meet you.
Ricardo looking like furry bait.
I'm Mimi. My name is Heitaro.
Hetaro.
I am Tibby. A pleasure to meet you, Mr. Natsuki.
I love, like, I look at them and I see, seeing them as Final Fantasy classes, so I'm seeing the monocle as a black mage, the middle one is a white mage, and the one on the right is, I don't really know. They're all dressed like white mages, though.
Are these your personal guards, Anastasia?
Mm-hmm. They're my adorable Iron Fang. Well, maybe not all of them are so adorable.
What? You talking about me? That's cold, after we've known each other for so long.
What? You want me to call you one of my darlings? I never would have guessed that coming from you.
I see. You're a pretty snuggly bunch, huh?
That's right! We're the snuggliest!
I did not watch Isekai Quartet in English.
Snuggly bunch?
Anyway, I made it out in one piece thanks to you guys. Take care of Anastasia.
You be careful as well, Mr. Natsuki. If those related to the royal selection are being targeted, that means this concerns you as well.
I guess you're right.
I could have them escort you back if you'd like. I do owe you after all this. Yeah! Want us to? We can hold your hands on the way back.
Hold my hands, huh? Sure, I'll take you up on that.
Get home safely now. And be sure to come
Bernadetta
right
and
back.
3 houses. That makes sense.
Okay!
Yeah, just cheerful.
Jeez, what a day.
Cause of death, the masked man. Interesting. Man, there's just... Oh, they're even in different loops. Wait. What? There are 5 loops. And only 10 days that I can see? 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there are 50 total days of events, if I'm reading this right. And so, thanks to those furry siblings, I arrived back at the inn without any issues. By the time I get to Crush's manor after that mansion after the sun is already setting.
Subaru Natsuki. It must have been quite a day for you.
Yeah. I take it you heard about the incident with Anastasia already.
Well, if you've... I mean, you haven't watched ReZero. You've seen the return by death when I die in one of the events, but the way that the show winds up working is... for example, the very, very first arc, which this is taking place after, Subaru, effectively, he meets up with... He is saved by Amelia in an alleyway, and then Felt steals Amelia's pin that signifies her as part of the royal selection. Then they track Felt down to a loot house, and then a woman named Elsa shows up and kills them all. And that all of that takes place in, I want to say, just maybe 2 days, 2 or 3 days, roughly. But when he dies at the very end, he goes back to the beginning where he's talking to the Appa merchant before he meets the thugs in the alleyway. So he actually has to deal with the thugs and all of those other things repeatedly over several days. Even though he effectively at that point knows exactly where to go, who to deal with, how to deal with people, and what the imminent threat is. So this game doing like 5 loops over 10 days makes perfect sense within the context of how the show handles things, because there are periods where it's weeks that he has to repeat. There was one where they were traveling from the capital to somewhere, and it takes place, I know it takes a couple days, and it repeats like 5 times. It's wild.
A royal selection candidate was attacked in the middle of the day. That is a serious matter.
It is. A big thing in the plot is, I believe it's on when he's trying to get back to figure out how to get back to the mansion because of some threat. There's a whole episode where he just goes into a complete emotional withdrawal, and he doesn't talk for that cycle others are having to lead him around and feed him because he's just so mentally shattered. From how many times he's died traumatically and how hopeless it feels that he's never going to be able to accomplish what he's trying to. And it takes a certain event in that for him to kind of snap out of it. But even now in the show, things have happened that have like helped magically with his magically like strengthen his will. But it's still a struggle for him every time he dies to figure out how to move forward.
I'd like to hear more about it in detail. Would you mind offering some of your time to me after your treatment with Ferris?
Of course. I was just thinking about some things I wanted to discuss with you too.
I will see you later then.
Subaru.
If you remember in this, on Sunday, Subaru made a comment that his sense of time is different from Amelia's because he's relived the same few days. He may have spent a month in the same 3 days. Whereas she's only known him for 3 days, so...
You can go, Rem. I'll be okay. You need to talk
That's
to
why
Cruce,
he
right?
is almost overly familiar with people, because he has dealt with them so many times that they're like old friends to him, even though when a cycle repeats, he might be meeting them for the first time again.
Subaru, I am so very sorry. If only I'd been by your side.
Don't look so down in the dumps. It was my fault for not being more aware. I'm involved in the ceremony that decides the next ruler of this kingdom. Of course there'd be all sorts of risks involved. We need to be more careful.
Okay, Fairy's healing time will now begin. I heard about all Mew went through today, so Fairy here will take extra care in your treatment. But Mew knows, Subaru, Mew need to stay out of trouble, seeing as Mew are so weak and all.
Yep.
I've been entrusted to care for Mew, so I want Mew to focus on your treatment instead of doing all that dangerous stuff.
Yeah, I know. I'm counting on you.
Alrighty, now just relax.
Oh, Ferris. After finishing my treatment for the day, I'm led to Crucia's room. Crucia is interested in learning more about the attack on Anastasia. This is the perfect chance for me to investigate Crucia like Sakura asked me to. Sakura is...
What do you want to look at?
She's like one of the knights with Melty, right? Yeah.
I think you should look at Melty instead.
Okay.
Me? Whatever floats your boat.
I apologize for taking up some of your time, Subaru Natsuki. But a royal candidate being attacked is not something that can be overlooked. Tell me more about what happened.
Right, of course. Where do I begin?
What is it?
Well, it's just that Anastasia pulled a fast one on me earlier. To be honest, it makes me a bit hesitant to speak my mind.
You were concerned about letting slip something that could put Amelia at a disadvantage?
How'd you know?
Seeing how cautious you are being, I presume this must be related to Amelia. You were dealing with Anastasia Hoshin, the chairwoman of a prestigious trading company. You shouldn't blame yourself so much for being outplayed by her. Her area of expertise is in the spoken word, after all.
I don't know what to say.
Then what do you propose we do? If you are still reeling from today's events, we could postpone our conversation.
No, that wouldn't be fair to you. Besides, I do want to talk to you right now. So...
If you have something else on your mind, let's hear it. What would you like to do?
let's see. Why don't we take turns asking questions? I think I can handle it if we exchange information equally.
Very well. I accept. I will answer any questions you may have in kind. So, what would you like to know?
All right then. I noticed that you've been pretty busy lately. Does that have anything to do with the royal selection?
Indeed. It has been postponed for the time being, but it will surely resume in due time.
I've also been seeing a ton of supplies and people coming and going from this place. Is all of that movement part of the royal selection too?
You are quite observant. Though it is not as if I have been making an effort to hide
Hey,
it.
Jenzens.
I suppose it's no surprise that you've noticed.
How's it going?
Your guess is not too far from the truth.
Do you mean it's not directly related to the royal selection, but it's not completely unrelated either?
That's right. It will likely impact the royal selection process to some degree, although that isn't my main intention. So then, my turn, Subaru Natsuki. Who directed you to look into my plans?
Directed me? That's a bit presumptuous, don't you think?
I can see that you are not the type that can keep secrets. And if we are permitted to deceive one another, then I will adjust my answers accordingly.
The thing is...
Playing Spa.
I see. You must have an agreement with that person as well. Then that means you will not reveal their identity.
Cruce, I
will put this matter to rest for the time being, based on your reaction. It is not as if I have gained nothing in return from this exchange. So, shall we continue?
Is it a game called Spa, or are you just having like a spa day? Oh, Splatoon 2. Okay. Gotcha.
I think I'd be asking too much of you at this point.
Very well. Then I will have you join me for some drinks now.
I can't actually drink, you know.
Then you can simply enjoy the atmosphere.
Lurking little... Oh. Hey, that's fine. This one's even... This is probably one of the most chill of my streams for a while, since it's just a visual novel. With that, Cruce prepares an empty glass for me. It seems she can see right through my clumsy attempts at keeping a secret. With that, I realize just how outmatched I am here, and thus, the story ends. I mean, I had wine last time, too.
I will write it down.
Day 8.
Rem?
Subaru, are you alright? You were groaning in your sleep.
You're on Jameson? Oh. I'm assuming that's whatever you're drinking. Yeah. What I had last time was some plum wine. I don't drink much at all, so I don't know what anything is outside of like the really well-known things. I've had a few different types of wine, and Guinness. Guinness ain't bad. Not great, but it's not bad. Never, other than Guinness, I've not had any sort of like beer, lager, whiskey. Never had any of those. I mean, I guess I had second shelf far left, or is it double A's?
I was looking for the little screwdriver.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know where the screwdriver is. There might be on the shelves on the bottom. There might be some you can use there. No, on the back. 1 second, guys.
Sorry.
Those are little screwdrivers.
Yeah, there's batteries in it.
Okay. Oh, and I was gonna say I did have apple cider once that had whiskey or rum in it or something. All I know is that one second it would taste like applesauce, and the next it tasted like vomit. So it wasn't mixed very well. All right, but sorry about that. We were looking for a screwdriver because Bab's nightlight was dying.
Would you even believe me if I said I was?
Rem wants to believe anything you say.
Saying it so gracefully is very much like you, Rem. To be honest, I just had a bad dream is all. It was about yesterday, when Anastasia and I were attacked. If that guy was serious about killing us, he probably could have done it easily.
Was he holding back?
I mean, he did kill us once.
I think so. Or maybe that was his way of greeting us. It felt like he was sending us a message that he could put an end to us anytime he wanted. I mean, Anastasia had her Iron Fang guarding her, and he easily eluded them. I seriously need to be more aware of what's going on around me. What it means to participate in the royal selection is finally sinking in now. We're trying to elect a new ruler, so of course someone could come after our lives.
Subaru.
Yep.
None of the candidates seem like the type to hire assassins, but we can't deny that someone put a hit out on us.
Yeah, I would say of the current candidates, Priscilla's the most likely to hire an assassin, though she's too full of herself to actually do it. I could see Anastasia having done it even to herself as a ploy to get suspicion off of her. Cruce, maybe. She's very militant. But Felt wouldn't even have the resources, but she might have the connections. Amelia obviously can't. And Melty, being the new character who doesn't exist in the normal canon, probably her, but who knows?
I need to be more careful.
Rem will protect you, Subaru.
Thanks. I'll be more careful so I don't put you in any unnecessary danger.
I'm terribly sorry, sir, but you must comply with our investigation.
Investigation?
At this hour?
My apologies, but I must ask that you come to the royal castle.
Looks like we don't get a say in this.
Okay.
All right. Just let us get ready.
Please do so quickly.
Oh boy.
I heard the report regarding yesterday's incident. I apologize for summoning you so soon after the fact.
This is just part of your job, right? We're both busy, but it's nothing to complain about. So, what happened to the guy in the mask? Was he ever caught?
We have been giving our utmost efforts in capturing him, but unfortunately, he has not been apprehended as of yet.
I feel like this guy's voice actor is trying really hard to stay consistent, but if you listen carefully, he seems unsure of exactly what his tone should be, and it is affecting his delivery.
I see. So he's still running amok then.
We've tightened security for the royal selection candidates. The royal capital is on high alert.
Like, I don't know if you heard it there. I actually am... Oh.
Just the royal cap? What about Amelia then? Is she not being protected because she isn't in the city?
Yeah, I want to see...
We have been giving our utmost efforts in capturing.
Yeah, listen.
We have been giving our utmost efforts in capturing.
Listen to when he says utmost.
We have been giving our utmost efforts in capturing him, but unfortunately, he has not been apprehended as of yet.
Yeah. I don't, like, I'm not really down on him. I think he's doing alright. But this is definitely somebody who's newer to voice acting or was miscast. Because, I mean, a good voice actor can be miscast and then just struggle.
We do not believe that he has left the royal capital yet. Miss Amelia should be safe if the threat is still hiding somewhere here.
But that's assuming he's working alone, isn't it? If he's got any accomplices, Amelia could still be in danger.
Yeah, one takes only makes sense to me if it's a really obscure, unimportant thing, but I believe this event is unavoidable. So you would want these to be the ones that you get right. And I think the only other reason you might do one takes is cost, which if this guy is if this guy is new like I think he is, it probably wouldn't cost him too much to do a few takes, but, you know, if it was like Nolan North or something, maybe just do the one take if it's good enough.
We do not have the resources to patrol any areas outside the royal capital. If she has returned to her own territory, all we have is hope that Margrave Mathers is well prepared. We will consider it, of course. In any case, shall we move on? I have some questions I would like to ask of you.
Questions? Are you sure we're the right people to ask?
As a matter of fact, you are the only ones who can answer me.
You're that guy from before.
Bordeaux Zelgif, a member of the Council of Wise Men. You two must be Miss Amelia's attendants.
Hey, Thomas Crane, thanks for lurking. Always appreciated. Hope you're having yourself a good day.
I will be blunt. Is Miss Amelia a true priestess?
That's pretty insensitive of you to ask. Are you saying...
Yes, I suspect her. I suspect all of the candidates. But her, incredibly so.
Awfully candid, aren't you?
We are not the only ones curious about this. A silver-haired, purple-eyed half-elf? Much of the population will take issue with her involvement in the royal selection process. They will no doubt question if someone resembling the Witch of Envy can even become the next ruler of the kingdom.
Pardon my interruption. I do not understand the correlation between Miss Amelia's background and her credentials as a priestess. Do you truly suspect her merely based on her origins?
Merely? She shares the same features as the Witch of Envy, yet you act as if that is a mere trifle.
Yeah, that's right.
Subaru.
So she looks like the Witch of Envy. What of it? Why is it such a big deal that she resembles someone so famous? Where I come from, even kids know not to judge a book by its cover. Besides, this doesn't sound like something you'd ask someone to weed out the imposter. It's more like, yeah, I get it now. It sounds to me like you're trying to force Amelia to withdraw from the royal selection, so everything will appear to have been resolved nicely.
That is not at all what we are insinuating. Miss Amelia is the most suspect of all the royal candidates as of now. That is an undeniable fact.
Really? So maybe Mean Cow's right. That was just like a bad one take and they just went through it. Yeah. Huh.
But she already passed your inspection of her insignia.
Although, as I recall, he is a very minor character in the show. I don't remember him very well. Because most of anything that deals with the Royal Guard goes through Reinhardt and Julius instead of Marcos.
She is backed by Margrave Mathers. Surely he must be capable of casting spells that could falsify the results.
But...
Sir Rickert. Your statements tread into groundless accusation. He, Margrave Mathers, is a loyal subject of the kingdom, even if he does not seem it.
Or it could just have been a random slip of accent that he couldn't do anything about.
Anyway, these accusations of yours aren't getting us anywhere. It's impossible to prove the insignia isn't a fake. So listen up. There's only one thing I've got to say to you. Amelia's insignia is real, and she isn't a fake candidate. If you keep refusing to believe that...
What? What are you going to do about it?
His voice does... It fits and it doesn't fit, and it's really funny to me.
I'll find the imposter myself, and expose the real liar. What?
Subaru.
Very well. Go right ahead. If you do manage to expose the imposter, it would prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that Miss Amelia has a right to vie for the throne.
All right, good. I'll make you all eat your words. But if I do prove Amelia's innocence, I want you to personally apologize to her.
If you can prove it, she'll get her apology.
Reminds you of Pokemon.
I'm holding you to that. Let's go, Rem.
Yes, Subaru? Pardon us.
Are you okay with this, Lord Bordeaux?
To let such children speak to you so freely,
It undermines the Council of Wise Men's prestige.
No matter. If the imposter truly can be revealed, it would be best for everyone. Though that boy's demeanor was quite audacious. It reminded me of a certain someone from long ago.
I wonder who that is, actually. That's a legit question. I don't know which character he's referring to. You would assume he means Rickard? Oh. Looks like Priscilla's group is in the next to be questioned. I want to go back to the inn to rest, but maybe I should go say hi.
Minions of the half-devil.
It seems Miss Priscilla's group will be questioned next.
Do be careful.
You are that commoner who follows that half-devil around.
Oh, you were summoned here too? You should probably brace yourself then.
Brace myself. Just what nonsense are you babbling on about?
Since an imposter is participating in the royal selection, I just think you're the most suspicious.
What impertinence from a mere manservant of the half-devil. Perhaps that half-wit will learn her place. If I personally deliver that insolent head of yours to her gates.
Now, take a deep breath, Princess. I wish you wouldn't provoke her like that, bro. Spilling blood in the royal castle wouldn't benefit either of us, you know?
Your job must be tough, huh? Are you that smitten for your little princess here?
I wouldn't put it like that exactly.
Oh, God.
She's definitely attractive, what with her big boobs and all. But I'm rather fond of staying alive.
Oh. Al calling out the jiggles.
What's that supposed to mean?
All of my husbands lived rather short lives. One after the other. All of them met with unfortunate ends.
Really?
I wonder why.
Her most recent husband, Lord Lyme, suddenly passed away before the royal selection. It's almost like a curse.
Because of it, the gossip mongers have taken to calling me the Bloody Bride. It would seem the banal masses have too much time on their hands.
My condolences?
Fool. Such sentiments are pointless. If you have so much time to mourn the dead, use it to praise me instead. That is what my late husbands would have wanted.
How many husbands did she have?
The world exists for my sake, after all.
Right. Thank you for your patience, Miss Priscilla Barriel. Please, enter.
And how old is she?
It is about time.
Please, Princess. Let's get through this peacefully.
There will be no issues so long as the rabble mind their tongues. You have managed to stave off my boredom. I shall allow you to keep your head for the time being. Revel in your good fortune, commoner.
A widow at such a young age? I feel kind of bad for her.
Oh, I meant to ask if the sound levels were
May
fine.
be in a worse position than we first assumed.
She's 18 or 19.
I shall escort you to the plaza.
Oh, there's Felt.
I'm glad the Dust Bandits were defeated. But I heard it was a half-devil who did it.
How's this?
Is it true that a silver-haired half-elf is a candidate for the royal selection?
Not getting too much echo, I hope, from the mic.
I hope Miss Cruce becomes the next ruler.
What should we do, Subaru?
I'd like to head back to the inn and rest for a bit. To be honest,
Okay.
I didn't get much sleep.
Indeed.
Just those
It
things
was
I worry
quite a
about.
restless night. Let us return to the inn then.
Thanks. But first, there's someone who's been on my mind.
Where are you going?
I was thinking of going outside the royal capital for a bit.
Yes, I think resting at the inn would be a good idea.
Turn the VA audio down a
How have you
little bit.
been? Well, guess I don't really need to ask that.
Options.
Is this acceptable? Is this acceptable?
Alright.
Yeah. I was just thinking about how I made a big fuss. Amelia's got a lot of bigger hurdles to jump over than I originally thought. This isn't gonna be easy. If it goes on like this, she'll be singled out as the imposter, and we won't even get to participate in the royal selection.
Oh, so you're going through that too, huh? That's pretty funny.
Two? Do you mean...
I'm just some orphan from the slums. I'm not at all surprised those snobs don't appreciate someone like me even setting foot in the castle.
Yeah. Red is sus. Said it once already.
What would you like to see?
You know, if our options are
I'm so happy you're taking a look.
Emilia, Felt,
Yeah.
Crucia,
I hope this suits your tastes.
Priscilla,
I shall allow it. Review it quickly.
Anastasia,
Ah, welcome.
and Melty.
I apologize for any blunders in advance.
I'm saying Priscilla is the most suspicious.
It's not like I wanted to do this in the first place, though.
They're treating you like that even when you have Reinhardt backing you? But he'd never disrespect the kingdom by supporting a fake candidate.
Whatever. Maybe the title of Sword Saint doesn't have much sway.
I would die if it was Melty because she's adorable. I'm just saying she is the only character who's not canon.
Just don't say that to his face. He's an honest guy with good intentions.
He's way too serious. His good intentions were to kidnap me and keep me locked away for a while until I was taken to the castle.
That's a bit dramatic.
Dramatic my ass! I was finally able to make my escape recently. I was about to die having been caged up for so long.
Wait, you've been wandering around on your own out here? What are you thinking? Just stay put. Do you have any idea what's been going on lately?
Huh? Oh yeah, I know. That merchant lady got jumped by some weirdo, right? I heard you were there too.
Yeah, some crazy guy is targeting the royal candidates. You're safer in the capital with Reinhardt by your side. Just let him do his job.
Ha! I can take care of myself, thank you very much. Besides, I'm super pissed off right now. I'm dragged into the royal selection process, get accused of being an imposter, and oh, all of a sudden, I lose my right to go outside whenever I want? To hell with all that! When I decide to do something, I don't give up on seeing it through.
Felt.
Don't give me those sad eyes of yours. You know I can run away super fast if I need to. You just worry about yourself, alright? I can handle all my own issues by myself.
Mr. Nutsky, thank goodness I'm able to see you again.
You're someone from that bandit incident.
Yes, I'm one of the traitors you saved from the Dust Bandits. I appreciate that you've remembered me.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're one of the few people who support Mealy. Glad to see you again. How have you been?
I've been quite well, thank you. However...
What's up? Something troubling you?
Yes. I have a bit of a problem. There was an issue with the contract we had with a mercenary group that was supposed to protect our caravan. Without them, we'll be traveling without anyone guarding us or our merchandise. If you wouldn't mind, do you know of any skilled acquaintances you could introduce me to?
I would, but it's not like I know too many people in the royal capital.
I see.
By the way, is your caravan far?
I wouldn't say it's too far. But I would rather be safe than sorry when on the road. The Dust Bandits may be no more, but it never hurts to be cautious.
I guess it would be kind of pointless if you got attacked by the Dawn Bandits or something, now that the Dusk Bandits aren't around. Okay then, I'll help you out.
Okay, who would Subaru be able to ask?
I never thought you yourself would agree to escort me on my travels. What a pleasant surprise. Thank you.
Don't mention it. I gotta give back to our supporters where I can. Besides, you can introduce me to your leader, right? You could end up being an important associate for Mealy down the line, so don't think too much about it. But if we do end up getting ambushed by bandits, Rem here will make quick work of them. You can count on us.
I'm gonna guess that his leader is a good boy.
Yes, Yes. Please leave any bandits to me.
By the time we arrive at the relay point, the sun is already set.
Thank you for guarding us the whole way. We wouldn't have arrived safely without your help.
No need to thank us. I'm just glad nothing bad happened.
This was all thanks to you in the first place. We wouldn't be able to safely walk the streets if you hadn't defeated the Dust Bandits. I am ever so grateful. Truly, I cannot thank you enough for what you've done.
Adorable.
Look at that. Praising the bad. Hi.
Tonight, little Bab is a piggy. She's a little piggy. She doesn't like the hood though.
No.
Do you need your big witch?
Now, allow me to take you to our leader.
Thanks.
Welcome to our caravan.
He is a good boy.
I've heard a lot about you, Mr. Natsuki, Miss Rem. Not only did you save us from those nasty bandits, you've offered your help here once more. And for that, we are eternally grateful. We traders have heard rumblings regarding the royal selection throughout our travels.
Yeah.
When it does begin, we will be certain to repay you for the kindness you have bestowed upon us.
I want to also point out that the leader said we are eternally grateful. You have saved our lives. We are eternally grateful.
Oh no, it's nothing. Wait, what? That's really humble of you.
Traders must always be quick on the uptake at all times, and we always collect and repay any outstanding debts.
You accomplished your goal rather quickly, Subaru.
I'm a bit surprised, but that works out well for me.
Slobber everywhere.
Wow. Good girl.
While we're here, would you mind telling us more about your caravan?
Of course, our caravan.
I guess it wasn't very interesting or important.
You certainly have an interesting outlook on matters, Mr. Natsuki.
I'd say the same to you. A caravan that's focused on physical distribution. It's pretty genius. Matters of business and distribution are tied closely together. Instead of selling the goods, you make bank by transporting them instead.
Ah.
I wish I could have thought of that first.
That would have been a treacherous path for us to follow in your footsteps. We only just recently finished building up our business to get to this point.
A caravan city.
Wow.
It's kind of like a big distribution center.
That's really interesting.
This might be something to look into more seriously. Using modern knowledge when being transported to another world is a common trope of this genre.
By the way, if anybody still hasn't watched Descendants of a Bookworm, that's basically all they do.
Break that wall.
No. Use modern knowledge, but she uses her knowledge to try to invent books.
That's right. I remember you telling me.
Do you have something on your mind, Subaru?
Well, what about a lottery, for example?
A lottery?
A lottery?
Yeah. Have you never heard of those?
I'm sorry, but I can't say I have.
I've never heard the term before either. What is this lottery you speak of?
Well,
I'm assuming you mean...
essentially, you can sell people a dream of a lifetime for a small amount of money. Then divvy up the winnings from the total funds collected. The rest of the money is your profit.
That's quite the idea. But wouldn't those who don't win anything become upset at losing?
Strangely, no. Every buyer only invests a tiny amount of money, so even a minor loss is worth the chance of winning big. So, what do you think about implementing a lottery? Don't you agree that it'd be a pretty good business move?
I'm surprised. I wasn't expecting such an answer. But what you've said has quite a great deal of potential to it.
Oh my god. He just invented the lottery.
Way to go. At least it
What
wasn't
do you
the
say
other
to
lottery that I
leaving your
know
old
of.
job and joining
I don't know
us?
if you ever read
You
that
could do a
short
great
story
deal of
where
business with us in the Royal
You
Capital.
draw the lottery. It was like a small village. You draw the lottery number to see who gets stoned.
Oh, no.
Like, as in, you're eliminating the population.
Yeah, I knew what you meant. Stoned as in
Yeah.
pelted to death, not...
Yeah, it was a pretty gruesome story that I read in high school.
Well, I was thinking there's also the... I've seen it in a lot of anime, the lottery where it's like you turn it and a ball comes out, and depending on what the ball is, determines if you get a prize or not.
Oh.
And rather than making those like this where you invest a small amount of money, in most of the anime I've seen, it's either been something like a coupon that you would get so that you visit the stall, redeem your coupon for your free spin, and then you're already there, or you get a certain number of tickets based on how many based on your purchase. So, you know, like, every $50 you spend, you get one spin.
Gotcha.
I appreciate the invite, but...
Thinking what I explained is essentially the Hunger Games. Now I have to wonder if the author of the Hunger Games took that short story and made it something bigger.
Maybe.
I cannot agree to that offer. I wish for Subaru to remain at my side, just as he always has been.
I think I sped through. Oh, what do you think of leaving your old job?
Yeah, I'm with you there, Rem. I'm not quitting my job. Besides, I don't think I'm fit to be a traitor. I know Mealy would be especially sad if I left.
I would be sad as well.
I don't think that Amelia would be that upset because you would be safe. Because at this point in the story, she barely knows him. And I mean, even now where they are in the anime, she's close to him, but she still pushes him away.
I know.
That's unfortunate, but I shall hold off on this for now. However, should you ever change your mind...
Fab, you're not big enough to play the games just yet. She's over there trying to get into my NES and Super Nintendo games. And she was trying to steal the PlayStation Move controllers. Yeah? Yeah? She got a little grin when you moved.
I get it.
Day 9. We end up chatting throughout the night, staying at the caravan leader's home to rest.
Did you sleep well last night, Mr. Natsuki?
Yeah, I slept like a log. As embarrassing as it is to say. I was a bit short on sleep, so...
We did stay up rather late. Regardless, I'm glad you had a good night's sleep. Breakfast is ready, so please, follow me.
Subaru, do you have a moment?
Yeah. What's up, Rem?
I have some rather distressing news.
Uh-oh. Rem proceeds to tell me about the synesthesia she felt from Ram. In this world, there are those who can communicate wordlessly with someone they are close to.
I can feel what Sister does through our synesthesia, though it's only in a vague sense. If I had Sister's clairvoyance, I would be much more capable of understanding the situation.
So you're saying something's happened back at the manor with Ram and the others. What about Amelia?
As I stated previously, it is only a vague sensation. But from what I could tell through Sister...
That bad, huh? And we can't waste any time here mulling it over. We need to get back to the mansion right away.
Yes, of course. We must prepare the dragon carriage.
Regarding the dragon carriage, I can make some arrangements.
Oh, are you sure? That would be a huge help.
Considering everything you've done for us, this is nothing. However, we must hurry. A trader begins his morning earlier than most. There may not be many reliable land dragons left.
Man, I'm starting to regret oversleeping. We need to hurry.
Okay. So we're going to be getting a crappy land dragon that's going to make us late. Those 3 people might be who I'm looking for. Who should I talk to first?
We should hurry to the manor. I'm certain something happened to Sister and the others.
Our leader is a great person. He is gentle but firm. You can tell too, right?
You're looking for a dragon carriage? Talk to the...
Our leader already filled me in. You want to borrow a dragon carriage, right?
Alright.
I don't mind lending a dragon carriage, but I can only lend one of these 3 right now. Which one do you want?
Which land dragon do you recommend? I want to get to the Mather's domain as fast as possible.
Well, that one's definitely the fastest, but...
It's decided then. I'll take it. Rem, let's get to the mansion. Stat!
Please wait, Subaru. We should listen to what else he has to say.
Huh? But Rem, we need to be quick about this.
Rem can tell that this one is very tired, even if it is the fastest runner.
That's right, young lady. This one just returns from a long journey.
Oh.
It's pretty fatigued right now. It might be a bit much to ask for it to run non-stop all the way to the Mather's domain.
Alright then, what else do you have? I'd like to borrow a land dragon that isn't tired. I just need to get there with even a second to spare.
A second to spare. In that case, this one should get you to your destination the fastest. The other land dragon is more suited to carry heavy cargo, but it's slower. If it's just carrying you 2, this one might need to take a break along the way, but it should be fast enough.
So you're saying we'll have to stop along the way?
That's right. It wouldn't be able to run non-stop. It'll need to rest at some point.
Subaru, Fleur Village is in the direction we're heading. Perhaps it would be best to rest there.
Okay, so we're... What?
Damn it! That guy could be going after Amelia! I need to get there as fast as possible, but who knows if we can if we stop midway?
You don't really have a choice.
It's really slowing down.
Yes, but we're almost at Fleur Village. We should rest there.
Taking a break at a time like this?
Subaru, I understand how you feel, but we need to let this land dragon rest. Doing so is still the fastest way to get to everyone.
I know, Rem. I know. But still...
Subaru...
No, I'm sorry. Complaining to you won't change anything. I know we feel the same. What with you worried about Rom?
Yes. Rem would also like to arrive as quickly as possible.
And you said resting at Fleur Village will help us do that?
Yes.
There we go.
Who knows what may lie ahead? It is best to recompose ourselves there.
Yeah, calm down, boy.
Let's at least make it to Fleur Village as fast as possible.
We allow our land dragon to take a break once we arrive at Fleur Village. While I want to get to the manor as fast as possible, I know we just can't push our land dragon to do so. Our ride there is going exactly as we planned it, but I still feel uneasy. Just what's going on at the manor? I endure our time at Fleur Village as the minutes creep by, hoping Amelia and everyone are okay.
Alright, we should be nice and rested now. I don't think I can wait any longer, Rem. Did the land dragon get enough rest?
Yes, I think it will be fine. Let us make haste.
Alright, let's put the pedal to the metal.
Zoom zoom.
Wait, please!
Oh, it's Otto.
Huh?
The name on that dragon carriage. You're part of the caravan, right? Please listen to what I have to say.
Sorry, but we're in a hurry. Wait, that voice. You're...
Huh? Mr. Notsky? Why are you using that dragon carriage?
Long story, shut up,
What's
we've
up,
got to go.
Otto? I thought you said you were headed to Gusteco to make it big.
I had to put that on hold for the time being. You see, I'm practically penniless right now. The border between Lagunica and Gusteco has been closed off. So I'm stuck with all this oil I was planning on selling.
Which was what the Appa seller was talking about. He said that oil was going to be a huge seller, but anybody who invested was going to be ruined because of the border being closed.
At this rate, killing myself will be the only option left for me.
And that's why you wanted to talk your options over with another trader from your caravan?
Yes. Even if I wanted to resell all that oil in the royal capital, I just know I would be taken advantage of.
Wait. There's the button I was looking for. Otto's negotiation. Couldn't sell oil, so he tried to find a buyer. Oh, okay, so the caravan wasn't attacked because Subaru and the others defeated the Dusk Bandits. So I guess that means it's possible that we could get attacked if I'm get an alternate solution of not engaging the bandits. God, the far-reaching consequences of everything you do in future loops is going to be wild.
So you came rushing over to a dragon carriage you recognized, and it just so happened to be us. Otto, I feel for you. I really do. But we're in a bit of a hurry.
Then do you think you could at least introduce me to someone who would take all this oil off my hands?
Subaru.
Yeah, I know. We need to hurry. But I wouldn't be able to sleep at night if we just left him. Rem, you think Roswaal would have a problem buying all this oil?
Well, no. It would be easy for Lord Roswaal to do so.
All right then. You know what they say, even chance meetings can lead to deeper bonds. There's gotta be some reason why we met up here right now. Otto, I'll put in a request with my employer. So could you wait a little bit for an answer?
Your employer? Do you mean Margrave Mathers? In that case, please let me accompany you. Staying here would be irresponsible of me.
I don't think that's irresponsible, but we may encounter some threats along the way.
All the more reason then. I may not look it, but I can be quite helpful. You won't regret it. I did already prove my usefulness in battle once before, no?
Well, sure, I remember.
Yeah, you killed one whole bandit.
Your safety.
Not to worry. If it means a chance at climbing myself out of this hole, then I fear nothing.
You say that, but I still don't agree with you tagging along. I know how important this negotiation is to you, so I understand.
Oh, Mean Cow, you still there?
But can you just place your trust in us on this one? I'll do my best to cut you a good deal with Roswaal.
Mr. Natsuki.
I'm sorry, Otto.
Did you happen to notice the pillow that was next to me?
You already know that Mealy is a royal candidate, right? There's a high chance that some really dangerous people might attack her over that. Knowing that, I don't want to put you in harm's way. So please, just wait here for the time being.
Yep, it's a Shinku pillow.
All right, if you insist, then I'll do as you say. I'll be awaiting good news. Please be careful.
Thanks. See you later, Otto.
Found out today that apparently
Let us make haste.
they're making a new Shinku figure this year, which is strange because Rosen Maiden hasn't even had anything new in quite some time. I'm confused. I went from the royal capital to the merchant camp to Floor Village to get to This direction doesn't make sense to me. Whatever.
We should hurry, Subaru. I'm worried about Sister and the others.
Yeah, let's go. Hang on, Amelia. We'll be there soon.
Alright, let's see. What's it gonna be? What's attacking the mansion? By the time we reach the Mather's domain, night's fallen upon us.
What is it, Rem? The manor is close, right?
Watch out, Subaru!
Huh?
Oh, it's the witch cult of Sloth.
Who are they?
Subaru, please wait here.
Hey! Wait a second, Rem! Can't you at least explain what's... And she's gone.
What are the likes of you doing here?
Oh, scary, Rem.
What? They're heading coming this way!
Don't you dare get near Subaru!
Their hands are twitchy.
I won't go alone to the manor. It would be best for you to return to Fleur, Subaru. This land dragon is easy to command. Subaru, I think you should be able to.
What are you saying, Rem? I can't turn back after coming this far! Besides, there are those dangerous people hanging around here, right? We need to get to the manor as fast as possible.
But...
It's okay, Rem. I'm sure even I can be useful for something here. Please, just let me tag along. I want to be by Amelia's side just in the nick of time.
Subaru?
Now, let's hurry, Rem. I'm really worried about Amelia and the others.
Alright, charging forward.
What the hell is this?
When we arrive at the manor, a tragic scene unravels before us. Uh-oh. Many corpses are strewn about the yard. They're most likely people from Arlem Village. Having been attacked, they probably fled to the manor for shelter.
Petra. Please, say something, Petra.
You saved me, Subaru. I'll pay you back when I'm older.
Okay. Petra's dead.
This can't be happening. Petra, please, wake up!
Are you the ones who did this? You did this to them!
Gotta love, Psycho Rem. Although they deserve it.
Subaru! Stay back!
Why? How could something like this happen? This can't be. I don't believe it. There's no way any of this is real!
Subaru! Please pull yourself together!
This can't be. It's not real.
Subaru! Your eyes do not deceive you. You must accept the reality of the situation and focus on survival.
Reality? There's something like this. You're saying all
Hey,
of it's
Mean Cow,
real?
To be fair, this is still before Subaru officially had encountered the witch cult. So by this game's timeline, this is his first time dealing with this.
Yes! At the very least, you must escape here alive, Subaru.
So it's not like later when he's, you know, fighting the whale or anything.
Escape here?
Or
by myself?
The rabbits. Still don't like the rabbits.
But what about Amelia? And Rem? What are you planning?
Yeah, listen to Bay Rem. Bam, bam!
Subaru!
It's impossible. I can't accept this reality. Please. Please, just let this be a bad dream. Please.
Okay, she keeps clobbering them. Either more are showing up, or they won't die.
Subaru! Hurry and run!
Your sin is grave, taking my daughter's
Oh.
life. None will escape with their lives intact.
Oh. Subaru at all. Seemingly out of nowhere, a voice echoes across the domain. The air around us changes just as suddenly. Well, everyone's dead. That was a hot voice. Would you like to know whose voice it is?
What are you leering at, pervert?
You want to see a cute kitty, do ya?
It was Puck.
Blush.
That was Puck. Puck can make the sexy sounds. Wow. Guess you're afraid.
Over to Rem, but my legs won't cooperate.
I want a divorce.
What's going on? After falling over, I recognize the legs that are left standing, frozen solid to the ground. Those are my...
Wait, after falling over, I recognize the legs that are left Subaru's legs just froze and shattered, and he fell.
Before my eyes are the people clad in strange clothes. Rem and everyone else turned to ice. Die.
Oh, there's Puck.
The voice thunders out coldly in this tundra. This frozen white world has taken everything from me. My eyes can no longer see. My skin has gone numb. Even though my legs have been severed, I feel no pain. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't protect Amelia or the people of Arlen Village. I couldn't even protect Rem. Is this the result of us going to the royal capital? I didn't accomplish anything by doing so. I really am useless. Where did I go wrong? It wasn't supposed to be like this. Not like this. My consciousness slowly leaves me. All I hear now is the wind blowing against me. But it isn't for long. Finally, the sounds around me fade, and I meet my end.
So, he died after day 8. Or 9.
Writing it down.
Loop 2, day 1, return from the tragedy. Okay. So we are going to have to go through... Puck's voice actor is the same as Mimi. That is hilarious. But anyway. So, yep, it looks like you have to do... It takes 5 loops to figure out how to get the best ending for everybody.
You really bring out the light in everyone, Subaru. You may even be more popular than Ram and Rem. Subaru? Subaru! Subaru, what's wrong? Are you okay?
Amelia rubs my shoulders with a frantic look on her face, but I can't bring myself to answer her cries. Between me trying to sort out what happened and figuring out what my next move should be, my mind is a jumbled mess. The last glimpse of the world I experienced is still burned in the back of my mind, that devastating, irrevocable image. Subaru needs his oil changed. Should make it feel better. Probably travel... Hey, we know somebody who has a whole bunch of oil. Otto. what I saw. I just can't. I realized when I read your... This is a car person romance novel, right? Oh. But... like the tank one. I don't know the tank one. I know of Girls und Panzer, I know of Strike Witches and Brave Witches, and I know of Kantai Collection, which are girls in a high school tank sports thing, girls who fly as planes with machine guns and rocket launchers fighting aliens, and girls who are boats using bows and guns to fight aliens. But I haven't heard of a tank romance. This is the car one. Oh, he's like smoking or something.
Emilia?
Hush for now. I'll get you right back to the manor.
Rooting for Hyundai. With that, Emilia lifts me up with her slender arms and rushes towards Roswell's manor. Try as I might, I don't have it in me to tell her to put me down or that I'm fine. That I just want to be rocked in her arms and reflect on what happened. Words smell weird. My return by death.
We're here. I'll go get Rem and the others.
Ah, is that you, Miss Emilia?
Oh, it's him. I already forgot his name.
Welcome home, my lady.
Tiga.
Apologies for parking in front of your mansion. Oh, but it seems now's not the appropriate time for such leisurely introductions. Did something happen?
Yes. He suddenly collapsed on our way back here.
I see. Allow me.
Can you tell what's wrong?
Emilia, this is hard for me to say, but...
Oh...
Well, as far as I can tell, there's absolutely nothing wrong with him. I would assume he just got dizzy for a single moment. The only thing I'd be concerned about is that look in his eyes.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Whoa!
Running your mouth off like that while I'm out of it, huh? I could hear everything you just said, you know.
Stage 4 cancer.
Well, it's not like I was trying to hide anything.
Yeah.
But his banter has helped me calm down a bit, as much as I hate to admit that.
Are you sure you're okay now, Subaru? You looked so pale just a moment ago.
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry for making you worry. Radio calisthenics keep us healthy in some ways, but I guess I'm not at my best yet.
Oh, so you still haven't fully recovered. Can you stand at least?
Yeah, I can manage that much. Anyway, it looks like you have a guest, Mealy.
Radio calisthenics? That is it's a Japanese thing, as far as I understand, which is basically like yoga that is done. Originally, it was played on radios, but now they also do like kids programming and stuff where they just go through yoga or various other exercise. Yeah, you hadn't heard of radio calisthenics from watching hit car stretches by changing all the channels. Man, you are not gonna let the Subaru jokes end, are you?
Oh, I apologize for brushing you off earlier. Thank you for your help. You must be...
I wanted to introduce myself earlier, but yes, I'm here with an emissary from the royal capital. I'm certain they're speaking with the Margrave right now.
An emissary from the royal capital? You mean...
I ask that you reserve any question you may have for your meeting with the emissary. But I'm sure you already know what our visit is about. That being the royal selection, of course.
Subaru, are you okay? Miss Emilia told me what happened. I heard you became quite dizzy on the way back from the village.
Yeah, I didn't mean to make you worry about me. I didn't think I'd be so exhausted. Mind if I just rest in my room for a bit? I'll be sure to help out around the mansion in the afternoon.
Please just get some rest. Sister and I can handle the work. I will stop by later to bring you some tea.
The Royal Capital, the manufacturing plant.
I made Mealy and Rem worry about me. But
I stare at my hands. They're trembling slightly, sweat clamming my palms.
that was awful.
That was really the worst return by death I've experienced so far. And I should note that at this point, he has experienced a return by death by disembowelment, where he was alive long enough to see his guts spilling out everywhere. Yeah, so Thomas Crane, if you haven't seen ReZero before, Subaru has the power of return by death. So whenever he dies, he goes back in time. And he remembers every last detail, and he actually wakes up from his death just in the middle of the day or whatever he was doing. So you actually came in right after he died. By freezing. It mentioned that as he was freezing to death by this magic instant whatever, his legs actually snapped off and he just fell over, and he could see his legs still standing behind him as he died. Teleporting back into time, accident, forgiveness. Yeah. Yeah. He broke his axles. Oh, man. Just who were those people in those creepy-looking outfits? Were they the ones who did all that in the village, to the villagers, to Rem? And what was that monster that appeared? Just what the hell happened to this place while I was away?
Now I've returned about 9 days back? Seeing Tiga at the front gate means...
The day Tiga and Sakura visited the manor from the royal capital should have been exactly 9 days prior to my most recent death. This is also the longest I've gone before dying.
That's too little. I didn't get enough information.
I don't know who my true enemy is, what they look like, or what they're even after. Not to mention Tiga and his crew letting us know about the royal selection's postponement.
There are too many issues at hand to tackle. It's like I'm playing on critical mode.
I keep muttering to myself, setting the gears in my head into motion. Damn it, why do you have to word it that way? I think hard, sorting through the events and calming my confusion.
I never want to see something like that happen again.
I'll prevent it at all costs. That's the only leverage I have in this fight. I already knew that Tiga and Sakura were here to inform us of the royal selection being postponed. It's not until after seeing them off on their way back to the capital that I'm able to recollect myself and join the conversation at hand. Just like last time, it's decided who exactly is going to the capital. Although I already know the reason, to investigate the reason behind the delay. According to the prophecy, there should only be 5 candidates vying for the throne, but now an additional candidate has made an appearance. The car version of a crash test. Look, all I know is that I can only think of 2 games about crash test dummies, and they both suck. Each of those candidates are the new model of the year. With 6 candidates instead of 5, the royal selection can't commence until the fake priestess is denounced. Not to mention that knowing all of this in the first place is a trap set by the Council of Wise Men. If anyone knows about this before the official announcement, they'll be questioned.
You're awfully quiet today, Subaru. I heard you fainted earlier. Could that be the cause?
Subaru Outback 2020. I'm gonna also
What would you like to see?
let you know that Priscilla Barriel,
Look before I change my mind.
the one with your good aerodynamics, is probably the most dangerous. She said that all of her husbands, however many that is, have died shortly after their marriage. So... But I do Roswell's voice acting.
You're awfully quiet today, Subaru. I heard you fainted earlier. Could that be the cause?
Huh? Oh, I guess that's part of it. I'm just really nervous, to tell the truth. I mean, the royal selection's about to start for real. I've got to brace myself to support Mealy as best I can.
Ha! Do not make me laugh. What do you think you are to Miss Amelia anyhow?
I'm not really sure. What am I to her, really?
A manservant. No, you barely serve this manor well and can hardly call yourself a man. You are a waste of money and anyone's time.
What'd I even do to get insulted this time?
Oh, stop fighting, you two. But Subaru, you really did faint earlier, right? I'm sure it's because you still haven't made a full recovery yet.
In that case, he will need further treatment. All right. Please leave him to me.
Okay, so you're saying Roswell has an accident because of what in his eye? Is it because they're two different colors, or because of the purple around it?
I will take responsibility and diligently watch over him from dawn to dusk.
I appreciate the sentiment, but really, I'm
Because that's just magic paint. Or it's magic makeup.
I just think we should be careful about our next move, you know? This decides the next ruler, after all. From here on out, information is the weapon our opponents will use against us.
A surprisingly insightful comment coming from Barasu. Could it be that an imposter has replaced the real one?
Am I that unbelievable?
So, Subaru, what is it you wish to do?
We shouldn't get too ahead of ourselves here. We should take as much time as we need to plan our next move.
True. Miss Amelia, what do you believe our next move should be?
Well, let's do as Subaru says. With so much going on, I suppose we have been taking things too fast. We'll disperse for now and talk it over later.
Yes, as you wish, Miss Amelia.
Oh, I'm glad the audio... Is the audio good or bad? Amelia's a white minivan. Alright, I'm gonna talk to Roswell. I should be in the office. Lobby. That's Subaru's room. This is a visual novel where I also occasionally get to walk around.
Do you need something from me?
No, not really.
Then stop wasting time and get to work. Do you not feel embarrassed about making Rem and me do it all?
I'm sorry. Wait, where is Rem? I don't see her around.
She is in the kitchen.
If she's in the kitchen, she must be cooking something. So, what are you doing then?
Is that not obvious?
I wouldn't be asking if it was.
I am on watch for anything out of the ordinary.
That just sounds like an excuse for not doing anything.
Huh. You would presume to nitpick my work, Barasu?
That's not what I meant. Anyway, I should do what I need to.
Man, Rom is vicious, and she is well known for her that smug look. She's great. I love... Rem is the best. Rom is hilarious.
You do that, though I do not know if there is anything that can be fulfilled by the likes of you.
You don't need to kill my motivation like that, you know?
Part of what makes this so great is there really isn't a character in this that I think I really, hate. She can run. Rem's the only one with a horn, though. Rem should be in the kitchen. Maybe I should check there. Okay, that was weird.
Something the matter?
No, not exactly. Just wondering if there's anything I can help with.
I appreciate it, but I can handle things here. More importantly, are you alright? Something seemed off when we spoke earlier.
I just had something on my mind. It's nothing to worry about.
That's good, but please let me know if there's anything troubling you. I will do anything I can to help.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. For now, would you mind preparing something to eat?
Please leave that to me. I will make something delicious to help make you feel better.
According to the author, Priscilla has the big... Okay.
Thanks, Rem. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm gonna actually say that that's a little surprising, though, because Rem, I thought, was the one they were aiming to give that honor to.
Come in.
Oh, Roswell.
Why, hello there, Subaru. It is not often you pay dear old me a visit.
Huh. I guess you're right. But there's something I want to ask you.
What is it?
Hypothetically speaking, do you happen to know of any suspicious groups that might want to attack this place?
Someone who might attack this mansion.
Yeah. Look, I know it sounds dumb since you're such an important figure in the capital, so I highly doubt anyone would, but...
I assume the cause of your tension is the witch cult, then.
Witch cult? Is that?
Once upon a time, the Witch of Envy nearly destroyed the entire world. This cult worships and sacrifices themselves without hesitation for such a terrifying entity.
You should listen to his Japanese voice because it is phenomenal. I wonder, can I switch it mid-game? I cannot.
I assume you've heard the rumblings about Miss Amelia's appearance, no?
She resembles the Witch of Envy, right? But that's got nothing to do with her. What relevance does some witch from so long ago have now with Amelia?
Ah, but there are many who would say otherwise. Like the witch cult themselves, for example, and many others.
Roswell's right. Those condemning looks Amelia received the last time we were at the castle, even the leaders of this nation are quick to point her resemblance out. That goes to show how vile this Witch of Envy's very existence is in this world.
The cultists are quite fond of silver-haired elves, you see. If Miss Amelia's name and appearance become more widespread, we would need to be quite wary of their movements.
Widespread? Oh. Yeah, that! This beautiful young lady is participating in that very same royal selection to become the next ruler. The great Miss Amelia! Yeah!
Hey, Subaru!
What? It's not something to keep hidden. You should tell it to the world. This is a good opportunity for us.
That's how word got around so quickly. Since the royal selection has been delayed, that's the only way for her name to get out there. The praise we got for defeating the Dusk Bandits was what caused that. If she gets recognition for that, it'd lead to the attack on the manor by those cultists.
Should we just abandon the traitors? No, that's never an option.
We can't just let others die to save our own asses. I'd never be able to sleep at night either.
What can I do?
You seem quite troubled, Subaru.
Oh.
Is something on your mind? We did speak of the witch cult, so I can only assume they are the source of your worries.
Yeah. Amelia isn't safe with people like that around. There's nothing we could do if something were to happen to her at their hands.
While I cannot say they are not a worrisome bunch, I think you can relax a little. Do you truly think I would ignore such a grievous threat?
So you are doing something about it then?
Of course! Just as a farmer stockpiles for a poor harvest, I have countermeasures in place for any threats that may rear their ugly heads. I may not look the part, but I'm a rather distinguished noble. I've held my position for so long because of my exemplary ability to do so.
Roswell winks, my anxiety dissipating a little.
So you do have a backup plan. In
that case...
Well, I'm not going to spoil the show, but where they have just crossed in the story in Season 2, Roswaal has shown there is a lot more to him than a very silly acting noble. My relief vanishes as fast as it had washed over me because...
It's got a countermeasure, and yet the attack still happened.
The fact remains that the village and this manor had been pillaged. What was left was a horrific sight. Roswaal's backup plan wasn't enough to stop the attack.
Subaru?
I understand that you say you have it under control, but it never hurts to be extra cautious, so I want to ask you for a favor.
Oh, you a favor from me? Do tell.
Roswaal nods as I nervously lick my lips. Roswaal's countermeasure isn't enough. We need something more powerful to repel the witch cult. That's why I'm going to add an extra layer to his plan, but for that to happen...
I'd like to ask for Rom and Rem's help tomorrow.
Alright, gotta go again. Alright.
Scouting? Sister and I?
Alright, I am going to be right back myself. So, I will be right back. Alright, we are back. Yeah, I have no idea why Thomas Crane was so enthralled with the be right back screen.
Yeah. Roswell already gave me the go-ahead. Sorry it's so sudden.
After breakfast, I take the chance to talk with Ram and Rem.
This is truly quite abrupt. What has come over you?
Thing is, well, this is just something I heard about. While Mealy was talking to that emissary, I was talking up the one who drove the carriage.
But I thought you retired to your room right after returning, since you weren't feeling well.
We had a little chat before then. That's how I heard about the Dusk Bandits lurking on the Leaf House Highway.
Dusk Bandits?
The kingdom has been abuzz with many a conversation about them as of late. I heard they are very dangerous. You say they have been spotted around Leaf House Highway?
Yeah. It was decided during their talk yesterday that Mealy would be heading to the royal capital, right? Well, I heard the Dusk Bandits are right along the path she'll be taking. I want to get rid of any potential threats along the way. You understand what I'm trying to say, right?
I suppose. Though you do seem unusually prepared for this task.
Well...
The suspicion on Ram's face is understandable. Even I think it's a bit unusual of me to be so ahead of the game like this. Yeah, if we look at the flow chart... Well... Okay, here we go. Loop 1... Divine Protections... Dusk Bandits. Okay, so they were on day 2. But I have to do this. Telling them about my return by death ability isn't an option I can even consider. If I do tell them, a hellish penalty awaits me. I have to work my way through this without treading such a fine line if I want to somehow change the situation. But I can't let Amelia take credit for defeating the Dusk Bandits. According to Roswell, those cultists will attack Amelia if they hear even a whisper of her identity. But at the same time, it's not like I can just abandon Otto and his traitor friends. I know the bandits will attack them today. I can't overlook that. That's why.
Very well. Sister and I shall take on this task.
You will?
Rem is far too benign toward Barusu.
But I am certain Sister will forgive me since she is ever so benevolent.
Oh, Rem, how could you? Well, then you heard her, Barusu. You should thank Rem.
Yeah, I owe you two big time. I also talked to Roswell about having the men of the village help you out too.
I know these two are strong enough on their own, but the thought of them facing a horde of bandits head-on still worries me. The villagers will add strength in numbers. Though I admit I didn't expect a certain group to agree so easily, so I was surprised when the young men's group said they were willing to help out.
Stare.
What is it?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking of how dumb guys can be sometimes.
Ow! You take that back. Such a comment only applies to a portion of men. Do not include Lord Roswell in such blanket statements.
You didn't have to hit me over that.
Now then, I must say that I am somewhat concerned about the housework that still needs to be done while Sister and I are away.
Oh, don't worry about that. We're planning on having the women from the village help out around the mansion.
I see. How incredible, Subaru. Rem is very impressed.
In any case, don't worry about things around here. You two are the ones facing a bigger threat. Be careful out there.
I remember the Dust Bandits being really strong last time. I know Rem and Rom can handle them, but it never hurts to be cautious. You say that, but Otto killed one of them. Otto. We might not get so lucky having a mysterious duo arrive in the nick of time this time around.
I'm counting on you two. Please come back safe.
If you are so worried, you should simply go in our place. Though I suspect that to be rather pointless, no. You would only add to the body count.
The worst part is I can't even deny that!
I will defeat as many bandits as I can and bring them back for you, Subaru.
Thanks, but that's not the kind of souvenir I had in mind.
And so, Rem and Rom leave the mansion with the young men's group from the village. To be honest, I'm not sure if this is the right move, but I want to believe it's our best bet.
If it comes down to it, I hope those two at least use the fan club as meat shields and get back safe.
Fan club? You mean Maki-ji and the others?
Oh, there's Petra.
Yeah. I mean, I'm only joking about the human shield thing. I'm really glad they agreed to help. I'm also
He's so
thankful
cute.
for you all helping out around the mansion, Petra. Sorry we sprang this on all of you.
No, it's okay. I'm glad I get the chance to help you, Subaru. That maid is usually always around you, so I...
The women of Arlem Village, with Petra acting as their representative, arrive at the mansion to help with the housework. I'm really thankful for their backup.
I'd probably be drowning in my own thoughts if I were left alone.
Subaru?
Oh, it's nothing. All right. I'm looking forward to working with you today, Petra. Let's tidy this place down to every nook and cranny they usually don't get to and astound Rom and Rem.
Yeah, I'll do my best. Yeah!
Yeah! I've been doing
Subaru,
cleaning myself.
Do you have a minute?
Oh, that's a new outfit. That is really pretty.
Mealy, what are you doing here?
Well, with so many people in the mansion today, there isn't really anywhere for me to stay.
No need to be so coy. In fact, we could walk around arm in arm if you want.
No, that's alright.
Oh, are you worried about Rom and Rem?
Yes, very. Aren't you as well, Subaru?
I'd like to say they'll be fine, but I just can't stop thinking about them. Petra shooed me away because I was zoning out and getting in the way. Rom and Rem are counting on me to handle things here, but I'm doing a pretty sloppy job of it.
I do hope nothing happens to them.
Same here.
I reply to Amelia, then look at the view outside the window with her. There won't be nothing out there. I know that, but I have to keep up this facade. All I can do now...
Please come back safe, you two.
...is hope. Afterwards, thanks to Petra and the villagers, we managed to tackle everything that needed to be done around the manor. I may have given Amelia an unnecessary reason to worry, but at the very least, everything's fine for the moment. The only thing left to do is wait for the twins to report back with good news. At least, I thought that'd be the end of it.
Nothing to report?
No, there was nothing out of the ordinary. Leaf House Highway was quite tranquil. There was no trace of any bandits to be found.
I can hardly believe what Rom and Rem have to say.
As Sister mentioned, the highway is secure. It should be possible to pass through without any threat of the Dusk Bandits or other dangers.
I see. That's good. I'm glad nothing happened, but I'm more relieved that you two returned safely.
Amelia is happy to have Rom and Rem return safe and sound, but I can't share in her jubilation. Of course I'm happy about the girls coming back unharmed, but...
What's going on here?
The traders were attacked on Leaf House Highway, then Otto came to us for help. That's what I know after returning by death. As a fundamental rule, events like this don't change in any major way when I return by death, especially if it's an issue I'm not directly involved in.
So what changed? Are Otto and his friends okay?
Subaru, is something bothering you?
You're sure nothing was out there?
We already told you there was nothing. Do not make me repeat myself.
This may not be what you were expecting, Subaru, but the outcome is the same. It's good to hear that the highway is safe for travel. Now Miss Amelia will be able to depart to the royal capital without worry.
Oswald, that's...
The royal selection's postponement is a matter of grave importance. I can't just sit around and twiddle my thumbs. I need to personally go to the royal capital. I must find out why this is happening.
No, wait, Mealy. You just need to find out why it was delayed, right? That wouldn't necessarily require you to go yourself.
I am an integral part of the selection process, which means I have a responsibility to do so.
Not to mention we do not even know for how long it has been postponed. It wouldn't make sense to not head to the royal capital and find out beforehand. Do you think someone so boorish as to not take action when discussions of the royal selection begin would be fit to be a ruler?
Well...
Judging by Amelia's resolve and Roswell's attitude, it's clear that I can't influence the way things are going. In that case, the least I can do is...
Alright, then I'm going too. I'll do everything I can to support Mealy.
Without knowing what will happen when we arrive, this is the best I can offer in return. So they talk about going, and about Subaru getting treatment from Felix.
Just what's going on?
In the end, the rest of the conversation goes just about as I remember. Amelia is to be escorted to the capital by Rem and me. The only reason I'm tagging along is to receive treatment and heal my overtaxed body. We're set to leave a day earlier than last time, but the general flow of events is relatively the same. Wait, we're leaving a day earlier? But today was the day that we were supposed to travel and fight the bandits. Right? Day 2, we fight the bandits, against all reason, to the royal capital, the people's praise. Yeah. So we haven't...
So why is it that only the bandits disappeared this time around? I don't get this at all.
Stop fluttering and walking circles around Betty. You are so annoying, I suppose.
Her tick is going to be really annoying in English. Since I know at least, the very least, Rolling with the Float isn't aware. Beatrice, who refers to herself as Betty, ends her sentences saying kashira, which roughly means I suppose.
Come on, Beiko, don't be like that. I just need some time to mull things over with you.
How does one accomplish her hair? You're a magical being. That's how she accomplishes it. She's magic. I don't remember if she's an actual spirit or not, but the library that we're in right now is actually a magic library that people can only enter when she lets them enter it. Basically, any door in the mansion can lead to it if she wants it to.
All you are doing is pacing around and mumbling to yourself.
I'd talk about it if I could, but I have my reasons for why I can't. I wish you'd just understand that.
You should consider just how unreasonable your comments are, I suppose.
Hey, how would you react if a notorious group of bandits suddenly changed their plans of attack?
Why would you ask such a ridiculous question? That would obviously mean they were inconvenienced in some manner, I suppose.
Inconvenienced? How so?
Their plan, for example. If it were to be exposed, they would have no choice but to abandon it.
So if their plans got leaked somehow...
What if the bandits dropped what they were going to do because I sent Rem and Rom their way? That may have influenced their intentions. That means we wouldn't have had a chance to deal with them in the first place.
I don't get this. Just what the hell is going on?
Cease your fussing. It is a waste of time to dote over such things, I suppose.
Beiko?
Anyone who debases themselves by becoming a petty thief is susceptible to changing their wills on a whim. There is no point in trying to add logic into that equation, I suppose. You merely acted upon what you thought was best at the time. As a result, that girl's path is now safe to travel upon. You should be satisfied with your accomplishment.
Hey, are you actually trying to make me feel better?
What?
Oh, you've finally shown your affectionate side, Beiko! It was hard work getting all the flags to proc, but I knew you had it in you!
To get all the flags to proc, that's so funny. No, you're fine. I don't... That's how streams work. Bounce in, bounce out. I don't mind. I did comment earlier that I couldn't for the life of me figure out why you were praising the BRB screen so much, though.
I take that back, I suppose!
And she magically hurled him out of the library.
It always ends up like this.
Either way, Beatrice has a point. Mulling it over won't resolve anything. That much is certain. But knowing that the bandits haven't been dealt with this time around makes me think of everyone in the capital who were delighted and relieved that they were last time.
Man, there's just so much to consider. Think hard, Subaru Natsuki. It's the only weapon you've got.
The next day, my concerns still unresolved, we depart for the royal capital. Like last time, the ride there is a breeze thanks to the Land Dragon's divine protection. We don't experience any delays or bumps in the road along the way. That's not the only thing that stayed the same.
Subaru, up ahead! Someone is being attacked!
What? What's going on?
I peek out of the carriage to see rising smoke and hear some people clamoring off in the distance, but that's all I need to know to figure out what's happening.
Dusk bandits? Amelia, we should
help them. Rem, speed up the carriage.
Yes, Miss Amelia.
Of course.
I think about stopping Amelia, but only for a fleeting moment. I know she isn't the type to just ignore someone being attacked in front of her. Because of that, the ensuing events are already set in stone. We charge onto the scene of the Dust Bandits' attack, Amelia and Rem taking charge. Yeah, pretty much. Just don't advertise her, but...
The hell are you? You with these...
So...
Oh, wait, help! Oh!
The bandits are getting wrecked. Alright, there's Solemn.
No, this is no time to be distracted. You should take care of these bandits first.
She's not wearing her hood, though. Just like last time, Solemn and Puka joined the fight against the Dust Bandits as our reinforcements. With their help, we successfully take down the bandits and arrest the whole lot of them.
Thank you for your help. I don't know what we would have done if you didn't show up.
Don't thank us.
You did it because you wanted to, you say? What a cool guy you are. Again with the silent treatment. Hey there, I'm Puka. This strong but silent type is Solemn. You're pretty lucky we happen to be around.
So, we're a day late, but the events played out exactly as they were supposed to.
I appreciate your assistance. Oh, and I'm Amelia. The two over there are Rem and Subaru.
Mr. Solemn, Miss Puka, I am grateful for your aid.
Is something wrong, Subaru? Why are you making that face?
Oh, it's nothing. Just thinking to myself. Solemn's pretty strong.
Of course he is. He's made a contract with me after all.
Puka puffs out her chest, but Solemn pats her as a way to restrain her. Seeing that makes me feel a bit conflicted.
The date of this attack changed by a day. I guess we can't avoid this meeting with Solemn and Puka, but...
Having returned by death, only to arrive in the same situation, there's an uneasy feeling I just can't shake off. So, my guess is the bandits are watching for Amelia's travel, and Tiga would be the one to keep an eye on them? Because I'm still, I mean, again, having some meta knowledge, I'm fairly certain that Melty is the villain. Maybe not intentionally. Like those traders who were attacked. Otto and the others from the caravan aren't there. This group is different from the ones we saved last time. I guess that's to be expected, seeing as this attack happened on a different day. Traders don't just stay in the same spots for days on end, and yet...
Are you two adventurers from around here?
Huh? Adventurers?
We've never heard that to describe us before. We're more what you'd call wanderers, roaming around on an aimless journey.
An aimless journey.
Now, about those bandits.
Oh, we won't ask for a reward or anything. We don't want to carry around anything that'll unnecessarily weigh us down.
No, please reconsider. It'd be good if people knew of your fighting prowess. You could even give yourself aliases or something and get more popular that way. I mean, with Puka being a cute squirrel and all, why not be known as the Rodent Rodine?
Rodent Rodine.
That does sound quite adorable. Who'd want to wander around with such a dumb name? No way! Besides, we could say the same to you. If you really want recognition, just claim it for yourselves.
There are a few reasons we can't exactly do that. Circumstances higher than the highest mountains, deeper than the deepest oceans, prevent us.
Oh, don't trouble them anymore with those weird sayings of yours. Please pay him no mind. We can finish up here on our own.
I wish you safe travels on your journey. Thank you again for your assistance.
He does that to cover up his, how awkward he is. So he acts awkward to cover his awkwardness. But yes, he is very dramatic. You should see him in the anime. He strikes silly poses. It's a sight to behold sometimes. My attempts to have Solomon Puka take all the credit for defeating the Dust Bandits ends in vain, with Amelia and Rem sending them off shortly after.
We'll meet again!
I watch as they wave back at us, the failure of my plan settling in. There's only one thing I can do now.
Oh, thank you so much. You're a real lifesaver. I'd like to let the others know of...
No thanks.
Huh?
You don't have to let anyone else know. It was just one big coincidence. The Dust Bandits were affected by the rain and they scurried off. Let's just go with that for now, alright?
No, you jest! The Dusk Bandits must be held accountable for their countless crimes, and you finally put a stop to them!
Brilliant disguise. Being yourself!
The kingdom may even reward you handsomely, yet you'd throw that all away?
It's fine, just forget it! If you're really thankful, then keep that feeling in your heart.
Huh? What?
Alright, their lips are sealed. Mealy, Rem, it's time to go.
What's going on here?
Knowing Subaru, I am certain he has a good reason. I shall believe in his intentions.
With that, I shoo off the traitors hot on our heels. It's almost like we're running away from them as we leave. It's a bit forced, but I have no choice. This is all to save the mansion and the village. Besides, I do feel relieved about it all. I want to avoid having the witch cult come after us, but I know I wouldn't feel at ease letting the Dust Bandits run loose. It's said that evil deeds do not prosper. In that case, it feels great to help out. I do wish we could have made our way to the capital without incident, though.
You guys are awesome!
I can't thank you enough for defeating those Dusk Bandits.
Thank you so much for avenging my husband.
Oh, it really was just happenstance. But I am glad to have given you all some peace of mind.
I watch as a flustered Amelia interacts with the citizens of the capital, holding my head in my hands at their reactions.
How the hell do they know?
I'm sure that the traitors wouldn't talk about her this time. I specifically asked them to keep quiet.
So how do all these people know about what we did to the Dust Bandits?
Amelia looks happy, and Rem watches her with a smile, but to be honest, I can only feel the weight of an eerie, more ominous sensation arising. It's like I'm missing something super important here.
I heard the news. Everyone is incredibly happy that you defeated the Dusk Bandits.
Oh, there's Melty.
Huh? Have we met before?
Oh, crap. Well, you know how it is.
I apologize, but I'm not sure I follow.
It's just an intuition thing.
What? You managed to figure out my name on instinct alone? That's incredible!
So visual novels are generally, you make decisions that give you bad endings, and then you basically just have to reload the game to fix it. This one, you do get to make choices that affect the outcomes, but they'll lead you to the bad ends, and then the game's own mechanics, because of Subaru's return by death, will send you back, and he has all that knowledge that you have of whatever's happened, and then you can make different decisions, even based on new knowledge that you gained from your failure. There's even, if you look at the flowchart that they give you to see all the different results, you can see on day one that there were a whole bunch of options at the beginning, and you actually have to clear the game. So there's even... Could you beat this game without fucking up and dying? No. I don't... Well, maybe after you've beaten it, it might be possible. I'm not really 100% certain. But, at least the first loop, you don't have a lot of decisions. You're just kind of going down and seeing what... You're seeing what the events are. Now is when... I haven't had any decisions this loop so far, but we'll see. So, I'll have... I feel like I'll get some decisions, but again, they'll lead to me dying. But yeah, the entire point is Subaru dying, so... You can clear certain events without dying, but you'll run into choices and events that you never ran into.
It just came to me in a flash of inspiration is all. I'm sure you get that a lot, right?
No, this is my first time. Does my appearance really scream melty?
Yeah, totally. I can't imagine you being named anything else. You're the most melty I know. You should have more confidence in yourself.
I don't think I understand you fully, but I get the feeling you think too highly of me.
Oh? Do you know her, Subaru?
She's quite pretty.
Oh, she's...
Wait, how do I explain this? I can't just reveal that she's a royal candidate.
Oh, regardless, thank you. I'll be rooting for you.
Yeah, you too. Oh, there she goes.
Her manner of running is worrisome. She looks like she'll trip any second.
I'm sure she'll be fine. Though, it looks like Tiga isn't with her.
Tiga is pretty protective of Melty, so I'm surprised he's not walking around at her side.
Although, the royal selection hasn't started yet, so maybe there's no reason to worry so much while it's still bright out.
Subaru?
It's nothing. Anyway, it seems you're pretty popular now, Mealy.
Yes, they were all quite excited. The citizens are truly grateful for the Dusk Bandits' defeat.
We really did just happen to be in the area, though. But it is nice to see everyone in good spirits. I'm glad we were passing by.
Yeah.
Seeing Amelia's and Rem's reactions make me think we did the right thing by taking out the Dusk Bandits, but...
His name will still be out there.
I tried my best to not repeat this outcome, but my efforts were useless yet again. What can I do here? I need to think this through more.
Come to think of it, there was someone you wanted to visit, right, Subaru? Would you like to go see them now?
Oh, that's right. I did want to stop by, but...
We don't have any time for that right now, do we? Even though our promise is pretty important.
After this, you're gonna visit the other candidates, right?
Yes, but you can join us later.
It's fine. Let's do that first. It's a much higher priority right now.
Oh? But...
Let's go! Let's go! Let's just get it over with.
Huh? Hey, don't push me! I'm going to trip!
Subaru's determination is quite adorable.
Oh, Rem. Even while he's pursuing another woman, she can't help. Everybody needs a Rem. She's the best. Just like that, I managed to nudge a bewildered Amelia all the way to Crucia's manor.
I have heard many a word of your glorious achievements as of late. It seems you've accomplished a great deal.
I think that's a bit overdramatic.
Merits deserve to be recognized in kind. I must express my own admiration for such a deed.
Crucia greets us, then proceeds to praise us for our victory over the bandits. Amelia happily accepts the praise, and I certainly have no reason to turn it down either. But
I just can't bring myself to be as excited.
You seem rather upset by this. Subaru Natsuki, was it?
Yeah. It's just that all this recognition kinda puts a wrench in our plans. If Amelia becomes too popular before the royal selection begins, the other candidates will definitely be more wary of her.
Like my faction, for example.
Right. Oops.
Oh, Subaru, stop acting so silly all the time. I'm sorry, Crochet. It really doesn't mean any harm.
Think nothing of it. Subaru Natsuki's thinking is completely reasonable. Once the royal selection begins, we will all be competing against one another. It is necessary for us to look ahead at what is to come. In that sense, I respect your current mindset.
That's reassuring to hear.
Krusha is as magnanimous as always, but to her, this is only our first meeting. Yet she faces me head-on and listens intently to my words. Maybe she's someone I can have a real discussion with.
So, Crochet, about the request I put in my letter.
Ah, yes. You speak of Subaru Natsuki's condition. Regarding that, Ferris.
Yes, Miss Crochet. Fairy understands as well. Just a glance tells me Subaru's gait is pretty meowsed up. So I've got a lot of work ahead of me.
Here's your favorite character, Thomas. I know it is.
Meowsed up?
Ferris's rather blunt comment is actually the main reason we're visiting Crochet. They're referring to my treatment. After this meeting, I'll be visiting this manor every day to have Ferris heal me. It's hard to deny their offer at this point, that's why.
Sorry if this is rude of me to ask, Crochet, but since I'll be under your care for a while, would you mind if I asked you some questions first?
You have queries for me? I certainly do not mind, but what could they be about?
Now, your favorite Crochet. But I was talking to about Ferris.
I know this isn't the best way to go about it, but I just have to know. Can I trust you?
Subaru, what are you saying all of a sudden?
I don't mean to alarm you, but this is really important to me. I mean, I'll be visiting this place a lot more frequently from now on. And I'm on your side, right, Mealy? I'd basically be walking around with a sign on my back that said, "Mug me."
Mug? No, never mind that. That was very rude of you to say.
Miss Amelia's right. I think you've got the wrong idea here, Subaru.
There you go, that's Ferris. You don't like Subaru? Oh.
We're the ones making this request, and we're the ones deciding whether to oblige. That's not exactly the sort of attitude you should have here, don't you think?
Why would you want to hurt him? Ferris is letting off an intense pressure that barely hides the smoldering rage beneath a playful smile. It almost breaks me, but then... Yes, Ferris is him. His name is actually Felix. Felix the cat. I want you to look at... I thought femboys made it go up. I thought that's what people were into. There was quite a while on Animemes where you couldn't go a day without seeing at least one "the dick makes it better" meme.
Ferris, calm yourself.
But, Miss Crochet...
Subaru Natsuki is right to question our agreement. He also fully understands the discourtesy of his inquiry, yet he still finds it necessary to confirm our intentions. This concerns the royal selection, a matter that affects the entire nation. If he regards himself as a member of a concerned party, we shouldn't cast fault his way.
If Mew say so, Miss Crochet. Mew should be thankful she's willing to hear Mew out, Subaru.
I'm definitely grateful for Crochet's fortitude, but you sounded so scary just now.
Pretty sure Ferris was serious just now. That's some genuine loyalty. I need to watch what I say around here.
That caught me off guard. But what exactly is it you want out of this exchange, Subaru?
It's like I said earlier. I just want to confirm whether or not I can trust Crochet. Or, more specifically, hoping our camps can be on good terms with each other.
I see. It isn't a matter of you and me specifically, but our factions.
It'd be a good idea to have Mealy and Cruchet form an alliance that benefits the preparation for and the outcome of the royal selection. Wouldn't you agree?
An alliance. Between Cruchet and I?
Thomas Crane, don't... I don't understand why they made Felix the way they did. It's mostly comic relief, but
not a bad idea, right?
Given how dark this actually is, I guess it's necessary.
Bond over my injury.
And by the way, at this point in the story, Subaru is unaware that Felix is male. Cruchet folds her arms deep in thought. I'm relieved to see she's not outright rejecting my proposal. After my discussion with Roswell, this is the next step in my plan to stop the witch cult. Having failed in stopping Amelia's name from spreading after defeating the Dusk Bandits, I can't just while away feeling sorry for myself. I have to assume that the attack will still happen and act accordingly. For that to happen, I'll need allies at my side. Luckily enough, I know I can count on Cruchet and her camp based on my previous dealings with her. She's one of, if not the most capable and trustworthy person I know in the royal capital. She's the one I've had the most interactions with, after all. That's why.
It is an interesting proposition, Subaru Natsuki. However, I would like to ask you a question in return.
What is it?
Your request just now. Was it spoken from your heart, in your own words?
Huh? Yes?
I don't get why she's asking me that. Does she suspect someone is making me say this on their behalf? Thankfully, though, my reply seems to relax Cruchet's sharp stare a bit.
Very well. I thought you might have been influenced by the Margrave to make such an offer, but that doesn't appear to be the case. I can see that you truly do care for Amelia and her best interests.
What? It's not that obvious, is it?
Hmm? Oh, you mean how you worry about me? I already know you do. Do you really think I'd be so feather-brained?
Yes.
That's not a word you hear much these days.
All right. Get it together, Mewtwo. So, what will Mew do, Miss Cruchet? To be honest, I don't see a point in us forming an alliance with anybody.
Yeah, I do apologize that the English version of Ferris talks that way, but in the Japanese, he does talk that way as well. But because it's Japanese, you don't hear it as well because, you know, we speak English. But that's how he talks in both versions. The Japanese is cute. Well, yeah, it's cuter. It's less cringy, but again, that's because it's not our native language.
Right. I'd like to hold off on making such a decision for now. It isn't such a trivial topic that we need only make verbal confirmations without considerate thought.
Yes, Felix does identify as a guy.
Yeah, guess you're right.
However, should this be an official proposal from Amelia rather than a personal request made by Subaru Natsuki, then I intend to consider it more seriously.
Really? That'd be great! Thank you so much!
Hey, 926, how's it going?
We did it, Mealy! We've got a pretty powerful ally on our side now! Huh? What's up, Mealy? Why the cute face?
Don't tease me. I'm incredibly upset right now. I'm in a big whirl with you making all these decisions without my input.
The car show. Gosh. If you guys haven't seen, 926 is also streams frequently and is a good friend of ours. If somebody wants to, Mean Cow, if you want to give him a shout out for me. Thank you. Oh, you both did it. Awesome. You're both on top of it. He does a lot of Jackbox party games, and lately he's been doing a Journey to the Savage Planet, I think it's called, which is hilarious. I've been enjoying that when I catch it.
Man, you really don't hear that phrase much these days. I mean, I'm sorry, but does that mean you're against it?
Don't look at me like I threw you out on the street. You're making me look like the bad guy here. But no, I'm not against it.
And I'm sure Mean Cow will appreciate that the last time that I caught him playing it, she crawled on my lap with a GameCube controller and pretended to play it with him.
I know you've put a lot of thought into
Thomas, only
of the proposition.
only mods are actually able to do the shout-out command.
I know the order of our meeting has gotten a bit mixed up, Crochet. But I'd also like to ask you to form an alliance with us. The royal selection has been postponed, but once it begins, and even leading up to it,
I do appreciate it.
I'd like for us to be on good terms.
Yes, I would like that as well. One of us could very well take the throne, or perhaps another will. No matter what tomorrow brings, I will always remember this moment of accord between us.
Agreed.
Alright. Amelia firmly takes Cruchet's outstretched hand into her own. I find myself relieved seeing them exchange a handshake. I hope this manages to change something along the way, like a counter-strike against fate. And so, while it's not necessarily an alliance, we succeed in forming a friendly relationship with Crochet.
I must say, I am quite surprised. I did not expect you to have planned so far ahead, Subaru.
Sorry for not letting you guys in on it first. I was actually pretty scared not being fully prepared for it.
If I ended up insulting them, the worst case would be me getting kicked out of the mansion. I wouldn't want to drag these two down with me. That's why I didn't want to bring it up beforehand, although, thinking about it now, it was a pretty big gamble on my
All's
part.
well that ends well, at least. We managed to make it through. For now.
Yes, Miss Amelia seemed to be in good spirits. And I'm certain Lord Roswell will be satisfied with this outcome as well.
Huh? Roz too? Did he want us to do something else?
Oh, I apologize. Please disregard my musings. That is an issue I alone must handle.
Wait. Okay.
Well, whatever's going on, just let me know if you need anything from me, alright? I'll help however I can.
That is what I was going to say to you, Subaru.
My bad. By the way, Rem, there's something I wanted to ask.
You are referring to my synesthesia, no?
Rem solemnly nods as she confirms my suspicion. Synesthesia is a special bond that two people share, and Rem and Rom possess this ability. Her intuition from this shared sense is what alerted Rem to what was happening at the mansion last time. Now that I know about it, I make a request of Rem.
If you sense anything from Rom, let me know right away, okay? I hope nothing happens, but...
Yes, of course. But I must ask in return. Are you expecting something to happen?
Well...
I hesitate for a second. I don't know if I should be so straightforward and tell her about the looming danger of the witch cult. Technically speaking, we're actually on life number 4. We're on the second loop of all the events, but I did die once during the bandit encounter, and I died once during the chase. So... While I think Rem will believe me if I convey the severity of the threat properly, there's still one thing I'm worried about. I put a hand on my chest, feeling my heartbeat. The steady rhythm pumps life throughout my body. The sheer terror of that sensation gripping my heart pierces through me. I can't tell anyone else about my return by death ability. It's a strict rule that came with my power. If I break it, a dreadful, agonizing punishment awaits me.
Yoo-hoo! Are you free right meow, Subaru?
But yeah, so it looks like the way that this visual novel happens is that I have to go through several days of events leading up to one big tragic failure where everyone dies, and then we go back in time and, with new knowledge, try to figure out how to avert this horrible, horrible ending.
Miss Crochet is busy right meow, so I thought I'd deal with our agreement before it gets too late.
There's actually an old PC game that I have called Shadow of Destiny that uses a very similar mechanic.
Master Felix. Oh, come now, Rem. Don't be rude. I told Mew to call me Ferris.
I apologize, but I do hesitate in using nicknames for formal greetings.
Wow, so stubborn. Well, I won't force Mew.
Sorry. She may not look it, but Rem is pretty bullish. You're better off letting this one slide. Anyway, what's this agreement you're talking about?
Don't play dumb. It's the whole reason Mew all came here today. I'm talking about your treatment, Subaru.
That's right.
It hasn't really sunk in for me yet, but apparently my body's in pretty rough shape after I use some magic. Ferris is the healer who's supposed to help in my recovery. But the healing process isn't pleasant. Healing my gait, the organ needed for magic, is a process that feels like my innards are being turned into a smoothie. I'd like to avoid that wherever possible.
Subaru, Master Felix truly is a skilled healer, despite boasting such egregious mannerisms. I'm very worried about you, so please endure the treatment a little longer.
Yep. I don't think I agree with how she put it, but Rem's got the right attitude.
But...
Besides, your treatment is a testimony to the amicable relations between Miss Crochet and Miss Amelia, isn't it? If Mew turned me down... Well, I think Mew understands where I'm going with this, right?
I can't deny that. Alright then, fine! I, Subaru Natsuki, won't go back on my word! Bring it on!
And...
Subaru, Rem is quite impressed.
Yeah, how manly of Mew and all that. Let's get started then.
Alright.
Just relax your body, Meow.
Alright, well, thanks for lurking. We're actually going to be wrapping up in about 10 minutes or so anyway. So I do appreciate you stopping in either way.
This feeling... I'm gonna barf! I give up! Uncle! Please stop, Ferris!
The day slowly wears on, a feeling of accomplishment from things going relatively smoothly washing over the pain I previously experienced. Ugh. So much happened before we got to the royal capital, and so much more has happened since we've arrived. The next day, I head to the shopping district with a distinct goal in mind. I need to visit the shopkeeper at the Appa stall. Just like last time, the meeting about why the royal selection was delayed is being held at the royal castle, but there's someone I've been meaning to meet up with first. Since we were delayed a day getting to the royal capital, I still haven't been able to see him. This is something I need to do before the meeting to keep the fake candidate from going around unchecked. And there's also that promise I made with the shopkeeper.
You won't remember.
Still, my mind wanders back to Crochet, someone we managed to form good relations with just yesterday. Maybe I can visit her before I see the shopkeeper.
Security is tight because of the important personnel staying in the royal capital. Looks like I won't get to take a break for a while.
Sir Wilhelm should be doing his morning training at the Karsten Mansion right about now. Training at the crack of dawn, always striving to improve. He's a true swordsman in every sense.
That's interesting. I helped improve our relations with Crochet's camp yesterday. That might be why I found myself going out now and heading toward the Apostol in the shopping district, but out of the corner of my eye, I spot Wilhelm. I haven't been able to properly greet him this time around. I could just visit the stall after saying hello to him. He swings his sword with precise, deliberate movements. He also commands a powerful presence. His incredible skill is obvious to even me, someone who's only practiced with a sword a little bit. I find myself staring at Wilhelm's practice swings.
My apologies. Did your appointment with Ferris change to an earlier time?
Oh, no. I just happened to be passing by. I may postpone it to prioritize meeting with Cruciate, but I would never schedule it earlier. Besides, today...
The royal selection candidates are gathering at the royal castle, I presume?
Yeah. Oh, Cruciate must have gotten summoned too, huh?
Yes, a messenger arrived last night. I heard their meeting is to explain why the royal selection has been postponed.
That's right, they'll all find out about the 6th candidate there. But only a select few higher-ups and the imposter would know about that, so I can't let anything slip here.
My apologies. I have yet to introduce myself.
Oh, that's right.
I am Wilhelm Trias. I serve Duchess Cruciate Karsten.
I'm Subaru Natsuki. I'm a servant who works for that shady Roswell. Though Roswell's just a bonus. I mainly serve melee.
Margrave Mathis is a bonus? That's quite the comment.
Roswell isn't really all that important. If it weren't for melee, I wouldn't give him the time of... No, that's a bit much. Please just keep that between us. I do work for him after all.
Very well. I shall not speak of this to anyone.
Oh, and sorry, by the way. I didn't mean to interrupt your training.
Pay it no mind. I was just about finished.
Then, if it isn't too much trouble, could I have a minute of your time?
Of course. But I do question whether what I have to say is of any interest to you.
Huh. Wilhelm is so skilled with his sword that even Rem respects his abilities. I want to make sure we're on good terms so we're prepared when the enemy strikes again.
I'm sure that at your skill level, you can take on any number of opponents with ease.
I would not say so. I try my best to battle one-on-one whenever possible. If I could, I'd like to have 1 or 2 allies at my side when dealing with an opponent. In fact, a 4 or 5 against 1 in which the opponent yields before we battle would be the most ideal. Though I am certain there will be times when I am outnumbered with no choice but to fight. However, such situations will only arise due to a failure in strategizing properly on my part. To keep the loss of life at a minimum and guarantee victory, I strive to use numbers to my advantage at all times.
That is a brilliant strategy. I think I like Wilhelm.
Huh, I didn't expect that. I just pictured you cutting down enemies left and right all by yourself.
Perhaps I've grown old.
But thanks. You just confirmed what I was thinking is right.
Oh?
I want to ask you something. If our alliance with Cruciate goes through, you'd help us out, wouldn't you? Am I correct in assuming you'd lend us a hand, should anything ever happen to us?
I did indeed hear from my master that our camps are considering an alliance. I will, of course, give my utmost effort to provide what little assistance I can, should our alliance ever become established.
Little? You're way too humble. I'm counting on you, Wilhelm. You're like a whole army on your own.
He really is.
I guess we'll have to make sure our alliance comes to fruition.
Alright. He looks so adorable. Little old man. Alright, let's go talk to the Appa salesman. Don't have much time till they come pick us up for the meeting. I should hurry and talk to the shopkeeper.
Did I get here too early? Not many shops are open yet.
Sorry, bud. I'm still setting up.
I keep clicking the button too... There we go. We'll probably finish this conversation.
Hey, it's been a while. How have you been?
Welcome! Wait, who the heck are you?
Well, I guess you did forget before, too. Still doesn't make it any less sad.
Look, kid, I don't know what you're so down about, but is there something you need from me? If not, then I need to get back to work.
Now, hang on. There is something I need. I'm here to fulfill the promise we made and apologize for not coming here yesterday.
And so I reunite with the person I'd been putting off seeing. Even though he doesn't remember anything that happened, I'm happy to see him and finish shopping. I buy a bag full of appas as I promised, and the shopkeeper is all smiles as he hands me the goods. One of my tasks in the royal capital is now complete. But the reason for my visit isn't just to shop.
Thanks for your business. You're officially a regular of mine, having bought so much. I appreciate it.
No, a promise is a promise. By the way, would you mind doing a favor for me?
Huh? A favor?
I want you to relay a message. Tell Old Man Rum.
Uh-huh.
The shopkeeper's expression changes as I tell him my message. His new look actually fits his scarred face. It's honestly so intense it's kind of freaking me out.
Jeez, don't scare me so much. I just want you to tell Old Man Rum what he wants to know. Tell him that Reinhardt has what he's looking for.
Reinhardt? You mean the Sword Saint?
Yep, that's the one. Old Man Rum should know what I mean by that.
I hear you, I guess. You are a regular after all. A merchant's gotta take care of his customers.
Thanks. I'll be back again soon. Whew. Finally passed my message along.
Alright, so now Rom knows about Fel. Okay. It's a day late, but I'm able to pass along the message I wanted to yesterday. As long as Old Man Rom gets it, things should move along exactly like last time.
I just don't know if this delay will affect anything. I'd like to control the situation as much as possible, so everything ends up the same.
Subaru, did you do what you needed without issue?
Alright. Well,
Saving.
I'm gonna go ahead and stop us for now. And, you know, I'm gonna... Oh, the intermission lettering is actually part of the... Oh, well. So, how are we feeling about continuing more ReZero in future? Because I'm still very much enjoying just getting... It really is following the same basic flow of this part in the original story, but with the new twist of focus on the royal selection instead of the I mean, it's still dealing with the whole witch cult thing, so it's rather strange because it's almost identical to the original plot, but we've inserted three new characters into it that's just kind of mucking things up a little bit. Or 4 new characters. The masked dude is brand new. So our plans are still pretty much the same going forward. Sunday at 7 Eastern, we're gonna do this Learn to Play Legend of the Five Rings. I think I've got a pretty good format to it, so we'll hopefully I'll be able to do that well. It's probably the most complicated game that I have to teach. So if I can get through that, I can teach anything. And I'd like to think I did help run a game store that I have the ability to teach people games. Hey, if you're late, that's all right. I mean, even if we talk later on Discord or something, I can catch you up on anything you missed. I want people. I'll make sure that that I'll remind people during it that everybody is welcome to hit me up at any point on Discord for anything related to it if they want to know more. I realize I don't know where it is. I keep looking over there because I actually have a REM Nendoroid that I wanted to show off, but I don't know which. It's in a box somewhere. But I'll just have to get it out and take a picture at some point. Oh, and where'd he go? There he is. Might also appreciate, I found one of my little Mega Bloks Knights. It's pretty great. Just more knights all over the place. I love my collectibles, my toys. So like I said, Sunday, L5R, and then next Tuesday we're gonna jump back on Control, because Control is really fun. I've been wanting to play it, just like a lot of the other games that I've been playing, like Neo 2 and stuff. Though I am, like I said yesterday, I do want to take a break from Neo 2, because I had played it a lot, and to keep myself from totally burning out, just take a break, play through something different. Control has been fun. This is nice and relaxing. We'll probably keep doing this once a week. I should probably, if I do it on Wednesday, I think that's the day they air new episodes. But I don't have premium Crunchyroll, so I'm not able to keep up. I actually forgot to watch the new episode this week. I need to do that. So that's pretty much the plan going forward. I think that covers just about everything that I was going to talk about. So we'll just head on over to our ending screen and see who is doing stuff. Yeah, the last couple episodes have been really interesting. We're getting into more Emilia backstory. Okay, yep, so the only person currently on is... Getting into... Oh, that was bad. Could hear myself. Alright, so, yep, we'll go ahead and raid, Cortenberry. She's speedrunning Hades. She's the voice actress for Dusa and Aphrodite. Okay. Alright, well, as ever, thank you guys for watching. Have yourselves a great night, and I'll talk to you guys on Discord, I'm sure.